You start tending as best you can.
Yeah.
Children unharmed. Physically, mentally, they're all pretty shaken.
I thought you said unarmed for a second. I'm like, duh, they're kids, fucking idiot.
The Lord is also, for the most part, unharmed. He does have a few scrapes and scratches, but he doesn't look terribly beaten up or anything.
Yeah. What about all the maids, all the service?
The servants are nowhere to be found.
Oh, they ran off, huh?
Yeah.
I hell remember that.
Yeah, they took off.
Yeah.
All right, so for right now, that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
Go ahead and just roll me a heal check as you are tending to anyone that needs tending to.
Okay, I'm gonna just gather everybody and do a blah 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 blah. The thingy.
Jesus Christ, ain't it?
You can just roll a heal check if you just want to roll a heal check.
No, I
before you
wanted to
cast
do the one
spells.
where I can like divvy it up.
Yeah,
I can't remember
well,
the name of it.
It's a spell that's like on your spell list of spell things.
It's fucking not.
Yeah.
Good.
But, okay.
You're talking about your channel divinity?
Is it my channel divinity or is it prayer of healing? Prayer of healing. Yeah, it's prayer of healing.
Okay, so what's that do?
Up to 6 creatures of your choice that you can see within range, each regain hit points equal to 2d8 plus 4.
Okay, go ahead and roll that.
I'm glad I read Dane's spells before we started playing.
It's been a while. You gotta remember everything you
Well,
got.
the thing I realized too is like if you're gonna get to know people, you should know what they're
What they can do.
capable of doing.
Yeah.
9, 10, 11.
Okay, so
I forgot about the divine.
you focus on the ones that look more hurt than others.
Well,
and
each
cast,
one gains 11.
I know. But you focus
Yes.
on the ones that look more hurt than others, and you give it out to as many people as you can.
Yeah.
Robert,
Yes.
Morthos,
Yes.
what are you doing?
I
You turned down an alleyway and you were running.
I immediately seeing that I'm just like not noticing anything, I immediately call out to each person individually, waiting for a response for somebody to report back to me. And the thing with my ring ascending.
Okay, well, it takes an action. So it's technically one person every 6 seconds that you can do that.
Okay, I was gonna roll a d4 to decide who I picked first.
Go for it.
Okay.
Who do you have
Go
who do you have a closest connection with? Out of the characters.
Obviously, this guy over here.
Okay.
But he's
Sorry.
not going to help you. You
What?
know,
But he
he's-
might be able to give him information. What do you send a message to Sark? What do you say?
Does anybody have eyes on this guy we are chasing?
I have no idea.
Fuck, am I just chasing nothing? What's going on?
No, the other two are also chasing, but I don't know where they are.
Okay, I'm gonna continue looking while trying to get word out to them.
So you go and then send a message to one of these two
Yes.
as well. Who do you send a message to between them two?
I honestly, it sucks. Can I just roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can roll for that.
What's
Wait.
the range?
It's anyone that's on the same plane as me.
He's 1 and 3, he's 2
sending.
and 4.
He's 2 and 4.
He's 1 and 3.
He's 1 and 3. I send a message out to Nonami, and I'm like, "Do you have eyes on the dude we are chasing? Also, what is going on?"
You hear the sound as though something's banging up against another object. You're not quite sure what it is. And then you hear, "Hello? Is this thing on?" Bap, 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 bap. Hello? I can't hear you. I'm going through a tunnel.
Margaret, are you there, Margaret?
God damn it. Okay, I immediately stop that call and go to the next call. Evander, what's going on? Do you have eyes on him?
I think I might have eyes on him. I'm in pursuit. I'm not sure right now.
Okay. Can you describe where you are?
Nope.
Fuck.
I'm in an alleyway.
Which way did you go?
You would know that
turned
you
left.
went. Yeah. So you guys originally were heading. So the villa was somewhere right up here. You were originally heading south. That was in the main street. You turned right, so
Right.
you were heading west.
Yes.
And you turned left, so you were heading east. So you head east down the alleyway, and then the alleyway ends and cuts back right. So you are
Yeah, so
continuing
we-
down an alleyway
south.
south.
Yeah. Okay.
You could just give
I've-
me general directions, or I can't tell.
He could.
I,
you could
okay,
say
I've
that you're
gone
going
one
south.
alleyway south to the left.
Okay,
Yeah.
I immediately cut back, cut across
Roll
where I
an
turn-
intelligence check.
That's
real quick.
perfect.
How far are
In
you?
the middle, at the end of their conversation, Nonami realizes what he was trying to do and starts yelling out, "More of those!"
It's too
Okay.
late. It won't reach me.
Except I just gave you advantage.
And he just yelled at it.
Oh, okay.
No, it doesn't necessarily. But just roll. Yeah, actually, well, if you scream out, yeah, go ahead, roll with advantage. Your
Okay.
intelligence check.
Nice. 16.
Okay,
You're welcome.
so with Evander's input, and you're kind of at first it's a little difficult. You're like, okay, south, like south.
Yeah.
You know how
From,
far did
like-
he go? Which alleyway is he actually
Yeah.
in? But you do hear a call that gives you a general direction. You're still not going to be able to just go
And
there
no,
and
no, no,
behind,
yeah,
but it
I'm
gives you a
yeah.
general direction
Right.
and heading the right way.
Okay.
So, now getting into the chase.
Oh.
Let's.
I accidentally caressed his foot with my foot.
Well,
you're not
everyone,
barefoot,
let's
sorry.
see. Grab
Wasn't skin to skin.
It wasn't gay.
and him. I don't need the other ones right
I
now.
need those two.
As long as balls don't touch.
You just set them.
Is that not
Yeah.
PC? I don't know how to handle that one actually.
Oh, okay. It was a different character last time. Where's that?
PC is in player character.
Hey.
Yeah, pop.
Put Morthos just at the very,
Right
very end in that line. No, very last block, please. Yeah. So for
Got
right now,
it.
we're just gonna leave you right there. You're a little bit further than that. But we're
You're
gonna leave you right
facing the
there.
other way or what?
Yeah.
I mean, you were facing the other
you
way.
can't see.
What's going on?
So,
I can't see shit in the first place.
Evander, you took off running. You come to the end of this alleyway, kind of slide, see that it turns both left and right, but you saw this guy turn right when you went down. So you turn to the right, down the alleyway, and you see dark alleyway, boxes, bins, shadows.
Full sprint.
So you just start running. Okay, so we'll just go round table, like in initiative for that. So let's see.
Do I still feel the hex connection with the person?
What's the range on it?
60.
No.
I stop and I tell him that he's not here anymore.
He's around the corner from you by the time. I mean, you
I
can
do
call
know he's
out
there.
to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know he's there. So you say you can call out to him, but
I
you
call
don't.
out, Evander, it's over. He's gone.
Well, you've already ran though.
Okay.
So
I'm
that's.
committed.
I mean, you're committed for this.
Did you
turn.
you took off too? Oh fuck! I had no idea. I thought you were still back at the.
No, I had.
No,
I
it's just
had
me
the,
that's back at.
I even have the dowsing machine.
Okay.
The NIM detector. So, what is your movement speed? 30, right?
Yes.
Okay, do you have any key points left? Okay, so you can't use your step of the wind or anything like that. Okay, so 60 feet, you run down this alleyway. You're jumping over bins and boxes. There's a couple, street urchins that are huddled sleeping in the alleyways as you're just running across. So... Okay, Nonami, you saw Evander turn down the alleyway.
I turned down
About
the alleyway.
you're 30 feet away from the alleyway. About the time that you lose sight of Evander is when you feel that hex blade or that hex curse or hex
Go away.
drop.
Yeah, okay. So I leave the I go through the alleyway. I see Evander at the other end. That's when
You can see a shadow
Yeah,
60 foot down the alley.
I know it's it.
Yeah.
I still call out. I say, Evander, he teleported. And then I walk up to the nearest urchin and say, hey, did you see anything strange happen just now besides me and my friend?
Fuck off.
I kick him in the shin. Wake the fuck up. What did you just see?
Leave me the fuck alone. People ran by.
Thank you. I throw a gold coin down and I walk away.
Snatches it up instantly.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah. I go find.
So you go back out towards the street?
Yeah.
Okay, so 30 foot into the alleyway. You call out, kick a homeless bum.
Yeah.
Walk back 30 feet down the alleyway. Morthos, you'd be returning from your alleyway that you ran down.
Uh-huh.
You can now see Nonami about 40 feet down the road from you, walking out of an alleyway on the opposite side of the road.
I run up to Nonami.
Okay.
I'm still holding the thing, is it?
Nimble right detector? Yeah. Are you still pressing on it?
Yeah.
It is slowly
Give me
slowing
that
down.
thing,
You're going
You
the
ask
wrong-
nicely.
please.
Thank you.
You're
Thank
going
you.
the wrong
I
way.
immediately point it. Do the thing.
It doesn't work that way.
What?
I notice you doing.
I was about to press the thing.
As you're like pointing at directions, I tell you it's not. It doesn't really work that way.
It's not a directional thing. It's just
not-
an area thing.
It's more of an area, yeah. And so, but hang with me.
I'm
the person
aware.
that we were,
I
the
got
person
it,
that
I
we were
got it, I got it,
chasing
I got it.
is completely gone.
What, are you staying and talking with him, or you can continue moving?
I'm staying talking with
Okay,
him.
so that's the end of your turn. All right.
Oh, turns.
So,
Yes.
you heard Nanami call whatever he said to you. You heard a little bit of rustle back behind you when he kicked this bum. Yeah, so right now, you roll a perception check.
18.
As you were running that last 60 feet, right before Nonami called that out, you feel like you saw shadows. You're not sure, what you can see. It's dark. You don't have
Are we
much
talking
light.
about in front of me or beside
In front
me?
of you, down this alleyway, you feel like every now and then, as you were running the 60 feet, you feel like you saw movements of shadows. It could have just been a bum underneath a box or something.
Yeah.
But there is something that's kind of tinging you, like there was movement up ahead of me. But yeah, what would you like to do? Keep on running? Okay. What's your AC?
15.
Keep in mind, do we hear this?
Jesus, it's a lot of math.
So you get about 40 feet,
All numbers lead to
and
69.
all of a sudden, there's a sharp pain in your back.
Ooh.
And you kind of stumble and drop and hit the ground. You take 28 points of damage
Holy fuck.
as a dagger catches you in the back.
Fuck.
And then
Should've been
you
doing
see
this.
someone getting ready to turn and start moving.
No,
You
he doesn't.
still have movement.
No, he doesn't.
No.
You didn't get your full movement.
He's
in.
down.
No, I'm down.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
What the
You drop.
fuck?
Do we hear
Alright.
this?
Wow, he
How
dead?
many boxes and stuff? Are we still in
Maybe.
the alley with a bunch of boxes? and
Yeah,
stuff?
there's just random boxes stacked around. As you fade
I'm
out
gonna-
of consciousness, you see just a hooded figure kind of huddled up against the wall in the back alleyway. He comes out and just catches you as you cross his path, and then just continues running in the direction. And you drop and hit the ground. Roll perception checks with disadvantage.
Jesus. Oh, I'm not getting any better than a fucking 2.
6.
Total.
I rolled a crit.
5.
Yeah, you guys don't hear anything.
Whose turn is it?
Now
your
it's
guys'
technically
turn.
open.
So, yeah, that guy, whatever happened.
I'm gonna walk that way.
Why would you do that, though? I just told you the guy I'm trying to explain to you what just happened. The guy that we were chasing
Yeah.
had to have used magic to get away.
know.
There's no way we're going to find him.
I got this thing now.
Evan-
Hey, you there! Stop!
Evan,
What?
You guys see as guards turn the corner, and some of them are entering Growlhund Villa. A couple other ones are kind of looking out, seeing the two of you standing in the street. Come here. We have some questions for you.
I have some questions for you. Can you come here?
Yeah, he has questions. I turn around and I start walking.
Down on the ground!
Stop.
Hey,
Shit!
you.
Really?
Knock it off.
I'm looking for somebody.
So are we.
Well, it's not me you're looking for.
Stop, or we will call in the
You
rest
need-
of the guard.
You need to stop. It's
Ob-
fine. Evander's
obviously.
fine.
Obviously.
Evander's just running down a
Obviously.
hallway. It's okay.
Obviously.
You don't know
Right?
what's going on
I
down
don't
there.
know what's going
So you
on
don't
down
need to
there.
go down there.
I will. Maybe I wanted to see if I can catch up to him.
That's
I'm
fine.
putting this in like modern day perspective, and it's hilarious.
I'm like,
Anyway,
I'm
walking to the
metagaming
guards.
and not at the same
What do you
time.
need?
It's really frustrating.
What have you been doing this night? Seems there was some mayhem in the Growlhund Villa.
Yeah, we saved.
You know
those
anything
people.
about it?
Yeah,
Those
I let
us.
people
We
go
saved them.
from. I saved him from getting murdered.
And then we were chasing one of the last rogues down this alleyway over here.
And you stopped us.
And our no, he didn't.
I'm gonna have to ask you to come with me for a moment. You
Oh, no.
go take a look.
No.
And he
we have
calls
someone
one
down
of-
that way.
He turns around before you even say that. He turns around to one of the other guards and points off down the alleyway. He's like, "Go search down there.
I walk up
I'm
to
gonna have
that
you come
guard.
with us."
I walk up to the guard that was directed to go down the hallway. Hey, we have a friend down there. Just be careful. He's a monk. He's very, very fisty-looking guy. Just don't kill him for us, all right? He's a good guy.
Very well.
He's with us.
Thing in the backpack.
Okay.
Just like, all right, well, let's go then.
So you guys are led back into Growlhund Villa, into the main lobby. You hit 0, right?
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead and just roll a death saving throw for me.
I'm sorry. I didn't want to play
Roll to
against
die.
you, but I had to.
You die.
First.
First, that's it.
One failure?
Fail.
Roll a second death saving throw for me.
Roll to
Oh,
die.
Shit. Good.
Success.
He's good.
16.
Roll a third death saving
You
throw.
don't die.
No.
Roll to die.
He's good.
Success.
So about a minute, 2 minutes into your unconscious state, you are found by a guard. And luckily they are each stationed with one reserve health potion on them. And he's able to bring you back to consciousness. But you were on the verge of death as he found you.
With a knife in your back,
Yeah.
bleeding out. in the-
No,
no, it's just a stab
man,
wound.
just a big stab wound, definitely kidney shot. He drags you out of the alleyway into the main street and just stays with you on the main street. Does send word about 5 minutes or so after you guys are brought into the house. You are given word that your friend has been seriously injured. He is in care at the moment, but he will not be moving for a few hours at least.
Maybe we should have gone down there. I guess you were right.
Yeah? Yeah?
Oh, well.
He's chasing after a powerful enemy. You think he's gonna be okay by himself?
I was trying to explain to you that this person obviously teleported because I had magic on him and it was
And
gone.
look what he did to our friend.
I mean, really?
I mean, you could have
I'm
been
just
stabbed by
saying.
Lobo. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
That's true.
are you even there?
Yeah, you guys are all in the house
Just making
now.
sure.
So as you guys were entered in, you saw that the rest of the guards,
Stop playing footsies with me.
the rest of the guards went around, sealed off all the exits of the house. It took about
You mean all the entrances?
exits.
Where
It all
inside?
depends on your perspective.
All of the it took about 10 minutes or so, and a much larger battalion of the City Watch comes, followed by two familiar faces. Sergeant, I believe it was Barnabas Cromley, Barnabas Blastwind, and Seth Cromley. Two different guys. Barnabas Blastwind is the sergeant commander, and Seth Cromley is the magus that is stationed alongside Barnabas. They were the ones that halted your opening of your tavern because of the explosion earlier this morning. This very
They're
morning.
the ones that we
Seen
deal
it.
with every single time we get into some sort
Only
of
twice.
situation.
Only twice. You actually met
Okay.
a different. Oh no, you did meet.
No,
you did meet
yeah.
Barnabas once before.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. In the alleyway when there was a mugging and some shit was
Yeah,
going down.
Every
Yeah.
single time so far.
Yeah.
It was
But
Bar-
Cromley wasn't there.
Okay, Cromley. Barnabas and Cromley.
Yeah, Barnabas Blastwind and Seth Cromley. So, it seems you found yourself some trouble again.
You know,
Trouble
honestly,
seems to follow us.
honestly, you should just like
I
make us
believe it.
a special team or something that like goes out and fights crime for you because we find ourselves in these situations very, very frequently.
He's got a point.
Well, I have given your name to the Watch, and the Black Staff has mentioned that you have worked with Force Grey, so we are aware of your station, but that does not excuse you from breaking laws.
Well, I mean, the
What is
last
it exactly that you were doing here?
We
So-
were passing by, and we happened to hear a commotion in the castle.
screams.
House.
Let me finish.
Nah.
We were walking by. We happened to hear a commotion. We looked up in one of the windows. We saw someone hit a woman, and we're like, "This cannot happen." Tymora should not let this happen.
Roll a deception with advantage.
You have such good eyes. All I saw was
Us
shadows.
orcs are no.
Yeah, their good eyes are being blank and empty.
With advantage, you said?
Yeah, with advantage.
I might get a crit. Nope. What?
19?
No, that's a 6. That's okay. First one was
Speaking
18.
of good eyes,
First one was 18. So.
looking at that dice.
Deception. 21.
Okay. Seth and Barnabas both seem to take that story.
You're like, yeah.
Oh, that is very, very well then. Any luck on your tavern situation?
No.
I mean, well, hold on. Don't we want to deal with this situation? No disrespect, but don't we want to deal with this situation first? Like,
Well, if you are not involved in this situation other than coming to help, then I will handle this situation, yes.
do you know that there's somebody that ran off in that direction and stabbed one of our friends that is not present?
That is, that word has been spread, yes. We will question Lord and Lady Growlhund and see what information they have on it.
I got a good look at the dude that ran away, right? Because you showed us what he looked like when I saw him. Roll intelligence.
You were the one that saw him.
And
Yeah.
then we only saw Cloaks from then on when he like ran out the room.
Yeah, you guys would have just seen the back of him.
Yeah,
You
pretty
wouldn't
much.
really. Yeah, he was the only one that went in and saw. He was the one that saw Lord Growlhund
Yeah.
in the corner
Okay.
And he's
with the
asleep.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
He's conscious now. He's just out in the street laying down.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. Pretty much, he's just dragged me into the light where
Yeah.
it's safer, and yeah.
Yeah, you are eventually taken to a temple where they don't actually perform any healing spells on you, but they tend
But
your
it's-
wounds.
yeah.
And it's the free medical service.
Like a traditional.
Yeah.
If
yeah. So
anything,
they
they
wrap
take it
it,
to the
they
AIDS
put a
clinic
tape
and
Our
to
do
it.
a
good
band-aid.
friend, our friend over there who got injured, probably got a good look at the man that you want to find.
I will make sure to question him as well then.
While he's laying there with the soldier, is the soldier like sweetly caressing his cheek? He's like, it's gonna be okay. It's all right. It's all okay.
You have such nice muscle definition.
I have a question.
Yes.
Did the maids? Did they manage to get out okay? Did you run
Yes,
into them?
they were actually the ones that alerted us of this situation.
Excellent.
They did inform us of some bystanders that had come in seemingly to the rescue and helped them escape the house. So I
Excellent.
thank you for that very much.
Of course.
We were honestly on the search for a nim of some sort, but we're not able to find it just yet. Other than that, our tavern though we're just waiting for it to reopen.
So there was no relation of this to this morning
No, sir.
or to this afternoon.
Not to
Not
my
that we're
knowledge.
aware of.
This specific incident,
Oh my god.
no.
Very well.
I want to make
It's-
sure.
It's just really funny to me right now is because Kyle's being super truthful right now, and it's not normal.
It feels sketchy to me as a person.
Well,
Let it go.
I would ask you to just wait here for a few moments. Let us ask some questions around. If we have anything else to ask, we would like to ask you before the night's end, and then we will let you go on your night. Thank you again for your deeds. It is.
Wait, can we open our tavern tomorrow?
Well, unfortunately, no. That investigation is still underway as well. As you can see, my workload, and he kind of points up to the house, is not a light one. So it might take a little
Boy,
while.
if you had a super cool spy kick-ass team to do things for you, maybe.
You know what? Speaking of which, that nim that we're searching for is related to that this morning thing. Are you aware of the fact that a nim caused the explosion?
There had been some word
Okay.
coming from the temple, but there was nothing solid. We had yet to make it
As
to the Temple of God to question.
as he says that, I kind of flicker my hand out with a light mage hand, and I have it go smack him on the backside of the head.
I
Yeah,
take it and I
like,
completely
tap.
it doesn't do anything whatsoever. I don't even show that I got hit. And then I grab my crotch and kind of like thrust at him a little bit.
Barnabas is just standing there, a little furrowed brow.
Just not even paying attention.
What can you tell me about this then?
I was actually wondering if you have any means of triangulating this. I pull it out of his pocket. This
No,
device.
He doesn't pull it out of my pocket. I'm how far away
That
from
device.
you?
In
I don't
his
even,
pocket.
I don't even have it in my pocket. I put it in my backpack, so he doesn't. Yeah.
Well, he's like pointing and saying that device, and he's
That
looking
device that
Barnabas
he
is
has.
He's
like-
looking at me. I'm like, what? This device?
You know, usually I'm the sketch motherfucker in this group, and now you're acting.
I'm not being
that
sketch.
doesn't make me
both
feel
being
very
super
comfortable.
sketchy right now.
I'm not being sketch at all. Here, let me just pull this out of my fucking backpack.
Well, coming
It's-
from a law enforcement, any talk of people being sketchy is rather
Sketch.
sketchy.
Yes.
So why don't we
pretty
all just
scary.
be truthful with each other and things
Sure.
will go by much smoother.
This is the device we were handed to find him.
It is.
Is it spinning?
Are you holding the button?
Yes.
It is, but very slowly.
Okay.
It apparently can tell us within a range of about 500 feet, I
I
believe.
believe so.
Where this specific murderous Nim is.
I see. That is very interesting.
Faster this spins, the closer we are.
We're giving away
You've never
so
seen a
much
device like this, right?
information.
I have not, no.
No?
We'll
Okay.
speak up.
So much.
Well-
I would have liked to have ended this
Was that-
conversation so long ago.
Was that in character?
You can
Nope.
sit.
Then put it in character.
Yeah,
Danny.
seriously, that's what I was just saying.
If you have a problem with something, just
Put it in
fucking state it
character.
in
Nope.
game.
Why?
I'm just sitting quietly in character.
Alright then. Don't say anything otherwise then. So, you've never seen a device like this, so I
I put it
can't.
back
We
away.
can't. There's not much else that you can help us with, I'm sorry.
Are you confirmed that this Nim is the cause behind this explosion?
Ah, witness. When I talked to a lady who saw the aftermath of the
She
fireball.
noticed a small man without a puppet without strings.
Exactly, which fit the description to the T.
It's definitely not, what is it? Cause? No, it is causal evidence, but it's not definitive, but we believe it to be, so we're chasing that lead.
Allow me to ask some more questions, and I will get back to you possibly tomorrow if I can. I forgot your mother. And we'll see what we can do about your tavern.
Thank you. Thank you.
Please wait here. He goes and talks with Lord and Lady Growlhund while you guys work out your marital difficulties. And,
While we work out our marital lettuce, please.
What would you like to say?
I'd like to say that this guy over here, I noticed like his like
He's been like
quietness,
fidgety and
fidgety, and
No, I'm sitting down.
no,
praying to
don't
Timora.
even, don't even. Don't you think, from what I feel, we should have maybe not told him about that?
I want my tavern open. I really don't care about the Nim.
Really?
Not at all. No. I only care about us,
I'm kind of with him.
I know. I was about to totally.
which is surprising.
I was
yeah.
totally about to agree myself. Like, I mean, I'm all for the group. That's about it. If this thing has nothing to do with us, and we just need to get our tavern open.
I mean, no. We can solve this quest, if you will.
yeah. Do you say it like that?
I feel like we should keep undergoing this investigation, obviously, because it helps them. It also gives us a better reputation. But honestly, even the lady doesn't want this Nim. She does want it destroyed, actually.
Yeah,
but
they
the
want us to
Nim,
destroy
the
it.
Nim friend, the Nim thing.
I also feel like they're gonna take the quest essentially away from us.
I mean, that's
They
mostly.
they were
fine.
the ones that offered to have you help with the investigation because you're part of the Order of Mages Protectors.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So
Remember.
technically, it still is our investigation. Involving them doesn't really compromise our position in many ways. It does a little bit, but I would rather have vast resources at our disposal rather than zero.
As a quick background note, too, no matter what, they are going to continue investigating it. The whole point, the side fact, is you guys can conduct your own investigation of it.
I mean,
Because
if we
luckily
can
you-
help them, like, that'd be sick though, because that would make the investigation go
Well,
fast.
that's
what
what I say.
I'm
That's the
doing.
whole point. Is
Yeah.
you guys conduct your own investigation while they're conducting theirs. If you're conducting yours and you don't share any information with
Yeah.
them, that's no
yeah,
help to
I
them
kind of, yeah,
whatsoever-
I get it now. I
whatsoever.
get it.
That being said, like, yeah, they're still gonna look into what they want to look into and do that kind of thing, no matter what. So if you guys want answers, it's up to you really to find answers.
And the more cooperative we are with them, the more likely they are to give us information that they're not supposed to give us.
And then we could start getting big booty bitches in our tavern.
All right.
Because ultimately, this is about the big booty bitches.
Okay. Was that all in character?
Yes.
Just making sure.
The big booty bitches.
I might be acting
Timora blesses the big booty bitches.
I might be acting more whimsical than usual, but I am definitely known to me.
I just never heard you give your character voice or different.
I never do that.
I know, so I'm trying to figure out what's in character.
That's why I
what's
said,
not.
even though I am being more whimsical than
Right.
usual, I am
Right.
in character.
So about half hour goes by. You guys are just hanging out inside. At one point, you see Evander being carted off towards a temple that they give you the
Love
information
you!
to and say your friend will be treated. You can pick him up at any time after it may take an hour or so for his wounds to be properly cared to.
Can he leave
but
by
after
himself?
that, he can leave by himself. But if you wish to go and pick him up,
He's a big boy.
it seems that there was some chaos in this villa tonight, and by chance, they were saved by some lucky adventurers that came in and helped them.
Question: why this house? Why these people?
They are nobles. Nobles have wealth. Lady Gralhund tells me that this man, member of the Zentarum, they came in
Of course.
and held them under abduction for the past week, for the past 10 days.
Wow, 10 days.
That's a long time.
This
10
last
days.
night,
It's like 12 days.
they were attempting to break free. They had gotten the servants out. They had gotten their children safe. Chaos struck, and luckily you came to save the day. They were actually able to ID the head behind this attack, a member of the Zentarum, higher member. We had known him well, Erstil Floxen. You might have heard his name.
You're
Bless
still
you.
flossing?
Erstil
Bless you.
Floxen.
Okay.
Bless.
Yep.
I thought mine was pretty good. You're still flossing?
Not that way, sir.
BV, lowlife, rogue. Does his work.
Rogue?
Rogue.
Sorry.
Does his work in shadows and at night.
You do
Is
that.
not one of the more favored around here. I did happen to ask about the Nim as well, if they had seen any sights of it.
Did they?
And Lady Growlhund actually,
Oh, is
it
it?
took some
She
poking,
already
but
got
she
that?
did make mention of it.
Oh.
It had been here.
What? Was it?
Apparently,
What? Pay attention. Pay attention.
apparently, she had hired it, had been gifted actually, as a servant of the house. It was gifted from a freighting ship that brought in goods. They used it as a servant for many months, apparently. And it, within the last few 10 days, stole some jewelry from Lady Growlhund. It stole a necklace of fireball. It seems that it might have been what caused your explosion in the tavern.
We were following that NIM detector, and it doesn't tell us where things are, but it was going off pretty violently outside.
Well, I would pursue this case. This is something that we
Holy
must look
shit!
into.
Did you check the barn?
There is nothing in the barn but some horses.
The NIM is obviously away from
Did
here.
you double check the barn?
No, the NIM's not
We will
here.
go and check the barn again, but last time we checked, there was hay and horses.
That's what I thought.
Pull out the machine.
Pull it out and press the button.
How-
Exactly. If it were spinning fast, then it would be in the barn, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not saying he was here. Maybe he left like some clues or something.
Oh yeah, that is right. The other NIM
Where
did
was
like,
he, where was
an
he
attic.
staying here? Was he staying in the barn?
He was apparently a servant, as he's not one thing that lives, breathes, eats, drinks. I don't believe he had quarters in the house like the rest of the servants.
So he never slept? No, that makes sense. Yeah. Sorry.
Yes.
Ketchup,
Well,
man.
No.
this
No,
mustard.
pass me the ketchup.
No,
man.
master.
Nim apparently stole this necklace of fireballs and was attempting to do some good in freeing the family. It attacked some Zentarum members, thinking it might help, but obviously nothing has come of it.
So you're saying
Let the man talk.
he was talking? He paused.
People take pauses to breathe, yes.
Process.
I will allow you to open your tavern, but this investigation is still underway, so we might be coming to you with more questions, and it is definitely something that needs to be answered still.
Excellent. We will answer any questions you have.
Can you describe the situation in which the NIM tried to save the family using the fireballs?
The story that I am given will take some going over. As of now, it seems like the family is under duress. The
I-
stories do not all line up 100%. So we will continue, as I said, to investigate this further and figure out what really happened. But as of now, that is all that I really have.
I know that I'm in no position to tell you what to do, but I would not take their story very seriously.
I have dealt with nobles enough. They like to keep their names in high regards.
I
And
just out of game. He's a cop. Look, he knows
I'm in
how
no
to do his job.
position
Yeah.
to tell you what to do, but
Also, there were 2 tatted people in that explosion of fireball.
oh.
Okay, well,
so
back again.
because from the way I understood his explanation of it,
There
this
were
Nim
2
came
rogues.
back and tried to save that family from the current thing. But what it sounds like
they had
now,
not been sighted in some nights.
yeah. So he
at
had
that
so-
point,
It
he
sounds
was
like he
trying
was
to.
From what I got from it is the Nim, or this other creature that was staying at that house,
Right. The other name,
wanted to free them,
yeah. Yes.
and all he knew of the bad people were they were rogues.
Tatted people.
They were rogues.
Yes. Well, I mean.
Yes, they're
So
all
it's
rogues.
all
They're
Not
rogues.
necessarily like
in a sense,
rogue
in a
class,
sense, you
but
gotta
yeah, they're
think of it in a
considered
very
rogues.
simple
Yeah.
manner
Yeah.
of a point of view of a machine.
Yes.
Seeing this,
They're
he goes.
pickpockets and
Yeah,
rogues
he goes and he
yeah.
steals this fireball necklace thing,
Yeah.
and on his way back, he sees these rogues and decides
To.
to attack them.
Well,
No.
It is late. I will allow you to leave
Yes.
and head to your tavern.
yeah.
I would appreciate it if you do, since this is concerning you, your namesake, and your tavern. If you continue to look into this and be forthcoming with any information that you have,
as
it
we have.
will,
Of course.
after some poking, yes, it will help
If.
everything get resolved faster.
More
around
questions, man.
What? No, I was gonna make. Chill the fuck out, dude.
Yes.
I was gonna say that if you hear my voice talking to you and I'm not around, it's just me relaying information.
Here. I'm familiar with the spell. Seth here uses it frequently.
Good.
And Seth kind of gives you a nod as he's been constantly like
It's transcribing.
Yeah,
it.
transcribing everything that's been being said. And they let you go for the night. What would you like to do?
Go back to the tavern
It's
Yes.
about 11:30 at night right now, so.
and sleep because we get to open tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay.
Hey.
So, you guys want to go back to sleep?
Yes.
Okay, so you go, Evander, you wake up about an hour later or so. It's about midnight. It's dark, a little damp. You're in a.
Well, I'm not dead. That's for
You're
sure.
definitely not dead. You're back in your lower abdomen.
I hurt really bad. That's
Is
how
he-
I know I'm
is
not
he-
dead.
is
You
he
have
in his
not been
bed?
given any magical healing whatsoever. You're lying on a solid wooden beam.
You're probably like 8 now because that healing potion probably gave you only like a couple.
Yeah, you're
It
at
just-
about 5 or 6 HP.
Yeah.
You quickly come to realize that you are in a like a church, essentially a small med tent that is down in the dock ward. They obviously didn't spare expenses for you and took you to probably the cheapest place they possibly could, and had you bandaged up. You very slowly walk your way back to the tavern, which is all the way back up into the north
So I get there at like 3 in the
So you
morning.
get there about 3 o'clock in the morning, open it up.
I'm sitting there in a chair that's facing the doorway just like this.
Literally, I get through the doorway, and then I just fall. And I fall asleep right there.
I go and grab
You're
it.
passed out, all of you guys.
Well, we
at this
were-
point.
yeah, we were-
You guys have been
3 in
home
the
for
morning.
about 4 hours.
I can do this because
Although
I
he's
can
a drow, he
trance.
doesn't
Yeah,
sleep.
you don't
Yeah.
sleep.
He's in
That
a
way I
trance.
knock on to sleep.
Yeah,
I'm
they,
in-
they do sleep.
I
They don't
tranced
have
right there.
to sleep.
Alright, so
I want to
let's-
make that
I'll
clear
just sleep.
too.
Possibly.
I thought
heard
they
a
just go
bang.
into like a meditation mode.
That is their normal sleep.
Yeah.
It's not that they don't close their eyes and sleep and dream. They do that. They just don't have to. So, like, to get their rest, they just sit and meditate for 4 hours, and they get their rest. But they can fall asleep, and very frequently do fall asleep for 8 hours, like any other normal living creature.
I just spend most of my time trancing because I find sleep to be annoying.
So, you guys wake up next morning, full HP.
Does
still-
he wake up on the
Actually,
floor in front of
sorry,
me?
no. You
No.
do not wake up with
Ha.
full HP. Yeah, you wake up with half your full HP because this is a serious wound that has not been magically treated. It is healing. It looks like it was stitched up. Fucking hurts.
There's also a blanket on top of you, but I'm still in the same spot.
Yeah.
Like the bloodshot eyes.
So, before we get into real quick what you guys want to do and continue, as far as opening the tavern goes, yes, you can open the tavern today. We were going to go over as far as your staff and that kind of stuff. You had mentioned you wanted to get Sawmill Silverfingers to be your bodyguard.
Yes,
You guys-
I
the
would
bouncer.
love to go talk to
Yeah,
him.
your bouncer, yeah. At one point, you would have gone and talked to him. He's totally down for it. He's like, yeah, I'm down for finding a new place. You guys seem pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
He asked for 5 gold a 10-day for his pay.
Damn, that's fucking cheap.
We can do that, and he gets free beer.
Actually, it's expensive.
Yeah.
But he's still
I mean, for adventurers, that's fucking cheap.
For adventurers, that's
Yeah.
cheap.
Yeah.
and
For knowing that our tavern
And
is safe.
free drink whenever he wants it. Yeah.
Who's in charge of payroll?
So we're not going to worry about paying him off right now.
No, it's just between the group. Like,
Oh,
who's
okay,
in
yeah.
charge of payroll for?
Well, I'm the bank.
Yeah.
Okay, so you should be in charge of who we hire, who's getting paid what.
Spencer has all
Well,
that
Yeah,
information.
I got that.
If that's a thing
Yeah.
to keep track.
I got that.
Well, because the other thing that's gonna get done with that too is what money comes into the tavern at night, which we can't really compute. That
Yeah.
yeah.
it's gonna be random.
Right.
Spencer. do you have anything to drink?
Beer?
Yeah, there's Coca-Cola. You can have one. They're not mine, so one's probably fine. Let me look up something real quick here. So I know also.
Because I'm nice. I was gonna give you my soda.
Oh no.
That's what the last sip.
I know you had also
Yeah,
mentioned.
backwash.
Wayne,
Sick, dude.
you mentioned wanting to go talk to the lady.
Yeah.
What's
What's her face?
what is her face name?
Hold on. Hold up. Stay hold up. Bonnie.
Bonnie the barmaid.
Yep.
You go and find Bonnie. She is at the yawning portal.
And I forgot that she worked there.
Yeah. She's very friendly faced. She does recognize you. You guys had a few nice chats when you were coming in here frequently.
Yeah.
She hasn't seen you in a while. Happy to see you again.
I'm just gonna ask her if she or anyone she knows would be interested in me.
She does turn down the offer. She's
Yeah.
like, I got a good thing going here,
That's fair.
and been here for a while. But yeah, she might have a friend that could be a barmaid that looking for a job for you if you're looking to hire.
Yeah.
So she does eventually find you. Find you someone for a barmaid. And then, is there anyone else that that you guys know that you might want to talk to or anything like that, or do you want to just go through the general process of you go and hire people?
Oh.
That-
We got Sawmill.
Well, I'm gonna crawl up to the bar and at least get
Follow
a
them.
beer.
Yeah.
We're like,
Follow him.
at least I can
I
drink.
wish to go talk to him and
What
ask
if we
him
do
for
a
possibly
grand
once a
opening
week
now
he entertain
hiring
our
stuff?
establishment by
Oh,
singing
yes.
some
So,
songs.
While I
We
am
would love for you to be there and to bring people in so they could hear your magical words.
While I am great with words, I do not deny I am not an entertainer of any sort. I write my books, and that is about all. I'd be more than welcome to host a book signing every now and then at your tavern, though, if you so wish.
Hold on.
How is that tavern working out for you?
It's great. We have it fully refurbished and up and ready.
Glad to see. I'll have to come.
Yes,
Come for the
please.
spirits.
Is this
Please.
Xanathar?
Follow them.
Oh,
Follow
sorry.
them.
Do you know anybody who might be good at singing?
That's right. Xanathar is
he
a
kind of like turns and looks over. There's this one bard that you saw in the yawning portal a couple times. This half elf. People call him 3 Strings. He's got a lute
Oh,
that's missing a
yeah.
string. And he's like, 3 Strings over there is always looking to perform, but he seems to have a pretty good gig here. I mean, you can find bards everywhere. Everyone's looking to tell their tale, and find someone on the street. I'm sure you could easily bring some entertainment in.
I go look for some entertainment.
So just for situation, your entertainment isn't gonna be. I mean, unless you want to hire someone that is literally like there every single day as an entertainer, your entertainment is gonna be something that like once a week you're like, oh, I want to bring in some entertainment for this night or for this kind of thing. It's not gonna
That's
be-
what I was thinking. It's
Yeah.
like once a week.
Yeah. So I mean, like that'll be something that you'll do when we do the roles for it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
So that's not an employee.
Yeah. Yeah.
We
Sure.
still need a bartender.
Yes. Real quick here.
I want to look for.
Well, you guys would hold interviews.
Yeah.
It'd be
Oh.
like a normal job place. You know, you're not just gonna be walking around the street like, "Hey, you want a job? Hey, you want a job?" Hey,
Yo,
no,
you
that's
want a
not.
job?
I mean, you could do that, but that's not generally how it works. Most people are kind of be like,
Hey, some person
No?
would love that.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I was gonna walk outside and like find the nearest kid and be like, "Hey, you want to be my indentured
For
servant?"
now, I don't. Wait, never mind.
So Bonnie gives you the name of a woman, a human woman named Donia. She says she would be more than happy to work as a barmaid at your tavern, 2 gold a 10 day. Yeah. Okay.
I'm done saying that's cheap.
Yeah. That's the standard rate. 2 gold a 10 day is the standard rate. You get a halfling that comes in, seems really enthralled with the idea. He'd love to be the bartender for you
Ooh,
guys. He's great with
what?
his words. He's very smooth speaking. He's got kind of a very cherubic looking face. His name is Emic. Emic Froon.
A Froon!
Well, Froon,
He will work for 2 gold a 10 day as well.
are you guys just
Why
gonna
is there
say
so
yes?
many people that?
I mean, I'm down for a halfling to be a bartender. He sounds hella chill.
You're more than welcome to say no to anybody. I have random stats and names and certain things for certain people. So if you're just like, nah, I don't like the sound of that person, say no. If you guys
I mean,
don't care,
He sounds good. Like,
Yeah.
he's
Wait.
quick with his.
I'm just
Describe
trying to get
yourself
everyone's
once more,
opinion.
friend.
he's he's good with his words. He's very friendly. You can see that he's got a very cherubic looking face. He's a halfling, so he kind of looks childish. But he seems very friendly. And
I do want to make sure that he
he's-
doesn't
I
have
ask
any.
him-
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean
I
to.
want to make sure that he doesn't have any.
Tattoos?
Anybody. I want to make tattoos first off. I want to make sure he doesn't have any tattoos because we don't want any gang affiliations here.
Definitely. So you ask him about Xanathar and Zentarum and
Yeah.
combine them.
Dude, inside
affiliation.
Yeah.
Okay.
A,
Sure.
requir-
Yeah,
a
it's a
requirement to pass the interview is to
Shit.
take off your shirt.
All right.
6.
He takes off his shirt. You don't see any tattoos. He
How
says he
ripped
has
is
no
he?
affiliation. He's not very ripped. He's almost starting to get a little pot belly going. Looks like he enjoys his food and drink.
Can you handle yourself under pressure when this place gets crazy?
Yeah, I've been in some pretty chaotic situations before. You know, we halflings like to party.
Can I do one more insight check on that?
Sure.
Make sure that he's,
Sure.
not lying about his
I
parties.
mean, I'm pretty down.
I originally asked
Fucking
him to
9.
re-explain himself so that I could hear the voice, but he
Ah.
just gave us the voice and it's perfect. I already say yes.
Good.
Yeah,
What was
good.
your insight? 9?
Good. You're hired.
The golden button.
What was the insight though?
What? 9. Insight was for to make sure
Yeah, it
he's
seemed like
just
it's
like
telling
telling the
the
truth.
I mean, as long as he's got no Zentarm or Xanathar affiliation, I'm fine with it.
So let me see. There's.
However, when you're bartending, when you go downstairs to go for supplies, don't go in the back room.
You'll have to show me which one's the back room. But
It's pretty easy to. There's a doorway.
Should we
No
write
door.
back room on it?
There's no door. It's just a doorway. So what are you gonna write it on?
yeah, there is no door.
Yeah,
I asked for a
you
door
take-
to get
We can
installed
write it
weeks
around the
ago.
perimeter.
I just want to specify too that your cellar, which is really small and like the whole area is used for storage, but yeah,
You take
I know what room you're talking about.
No,
Yes.
take a piece of cloth, right? You put keep out on it, and you hang it up.
Why don't we just put a door there like I requested weeks ago?
many bodies are in there?
At least 6. I don't know how many anymore.
Why the fuck are they down there? Why are we burying them?
So
you didn't hear me.
There's one more position that you have to
You wanna pay
fill,
for a door?
and then there's a second position that if you would like
would
to
pay for
fill,
it.
you can,
I just want to
but
know.
you don't have to. So the first one that you have to fill is a cook. someone that prepares food. If you guys want to, actually, you technically don't have to, but most taverns do offer some food.
We need to have
You
food.
do
board.
have the area for a cooking station.
Are we getting
Um,
supplies for food coming in?
Yeah, so the way things
No.
work is there
It's
will
gonna
be
be-
a monthly charge
Right.
that you pay for all the guild representatives. The guild
Right.
representatives come in and like, hey, this is the new stuff I got,
Okay.
and you just
Yeah.
get supplies.
I just wanted to make sure
you don't
that
have to pay
we-
for it at that point.
Yeah.
It's like a
Um,
subscription service
yeah.
deal.
They're also the ones that come in with any repairs that are needed, or
Did you come up with that, or was that in the
it's
game?
part of the book.
That's
yeah.
fucking sick.
Yeah, they have the
That's
whole
actually
thing
a really good
fleshed
system.
out. Yeah, and then I've downloaded some more stuff that goes deeper into it,
Nice.
but because I figured it would be something that you guys would
Well,
want to do.
I wanna
it
try and
also
hire a cook.
simplifies the whole
Yeah.
thing.
Having to run
Owning
a
a
tavern.
business, yeah.
I want to try and hire a cook that'll do like cultural specials.
So
Daily.
the first person that really catches your eye as a cook is this huge half orc. And when I say huge, I don't mean tall, I mean wide.
Yeah.
He's this
He knows food.
big guy. Yeah, he's got one fang. His other fang looks like it's been broken off or chipped off. He's got this big old pot belly. He kind of has a big scruff hanging down, but it's tied and kept real tight and clean. Like he comes in with a big old name's Skurg.
Hey,
You
Skurg,
looking
I'm
for
Sark.
a cook? Hey, Sark. How you doing? You guys got yourself a tavern?
Yes, we do. And I'm Morthos, by the way.
Pleasure to meet
This
you.
is Nonami,
Hi there, Norman.
and this is Evandor.
Why is everyone copying his voice now?
I'm not. I've been
want
talking
this-
with the
I
raspy
want
voice
this
from my character the whole time.
Well, I know my way around a
Ish.
skillet. Some good meats.
Tell you what,
Cook a good breakfast for you if you want.
you cook it up. I want to try it. They're going to try it, and we're going to tell you if we get the job done.
Sounds good to me.
All right, we'll see you in a few minutes.
Kind of like waddles
Kitchen's that
his way.
Does he like
over.
hit some chairs? and
Very,
stuff?
oh yeah, he pushes things over. Actually, Sark, you notice as he's waddling over, you guys are kind of like, I like this guy. You can turn back to each other, like, all right. You're watching him a little bit more. You see as one of the stools at a bar table kind of like gets pushed over by a roll. You see this kind of ethereal hand grab the edge of it and push it back in place.
Yes!
That's sick.
Yes!
Yes!
He goes back.
Our ghost dude's not breaking shit anymore.
Our ghost dude's hella happy.
He's
Yeah.
stoked that it's happening again.
Yeah, Scar comes back and makes you this fucking bomb ass breakfast of eggs, ham, and bacon.
Oh,
And it's got
yeah.
some
sold.
broccoli and like
Broccoli?
radishes. Broccoli.
Broccoli.
And it's like this full fucking like plate, and they all like the plating itself looks exquisite.
Oh my
Tastes
I-
pretty
I-
fucking bomb.
I
too.
take
bite.
one bite, then I go over to the bar and I get our biggest cup that we have,
Yeah.
and I just fill the whole thing, and then I go up to him and be like, "You got the job."
All right. Well, if I can eat food while I work, I'll work for 1 gold a 10-day.
Of course!
Holy shit.
Sold!
Wait, how much do you eat a day?
Hey, whoa, dude.
You know I'm a big boy.
It's all good and
If we-
fun. All good and fun.
I mean,
I like
we-
slap him on the shoulder. You know, I'm just playing
We
around.
have
If we don't feed him,
When
he
you go
won't
to
work.
slap him on the
Yeah.
shoulder, you're like,
It's all
I mean,
good. buddy.
he's
You're
tall,
actually
too.
like
He's-
patting him like right on
Yeah.
the ribs.
Yeah.
She's like,
now
we need
the
to make this guy like a 5-star kitchen because I feel like he's a diamond in the rough. We need to like.
That's actually exactly how it feels. This guy looks like his beard and his face is kept, but his whole person looks kind of down in the dirt, maybe like southern home cooking kind of style. But the food that he brought you, where you would think he's bringing you some biscuits and gravy kind of thing, like
Yeah.
he brings you some really fine cut looking food.
Almost like
Hey,
noble looking.
um,
Like he's had some
presenting.
higher cooking training
Yeah.
before, yeah, or he's just been around cooking for a long
Yeah.
time.
And I'm
What
saying
was-
this in
was-
character.
was
We
name?
need to give
Scarred.
this guy like a 5-star kitchen. We got to get this guy set up.
So the,
I'm sorry.
The
I'm sorry.
real quick, the last you guys can talk and meet with them as you're working and doing your thing. The last position that if you want to hire, you can. You don't have to hire is a management position.
Yeah.
So this is someone that comes in that actually handles all the money flow, hires entertainment for you, gets you the most profits that you can possibly get. You don't need it, but then that comes down to you guys. If you want to increase your profits, there's things that you guys have to do to increase your profits. You can hire someone to do it for you.
I know we have Silverfingers as a bodyguard. but I'd also like to have somebody who's an employee that can really fend for themselves also, in case we're gone on like a mission or something.
Is Silverfinger's not an employee?
No,
Silverfinger's his employee, and
no.
he perks up and he's like, "Oh, you know, I've got some friends.
Oh, that's right.
I won't just be sitting at the bar by myself all day.
Okay, just making sure. I just want to,
Is that why it's 5 gold?
I just want to make sure like it's not just our
I was like, I'm
employees.
pretty sure we put him
No,
on the
that's
payroll.
what
That
it
makes
is.
him an employee.
Yeah.
No, I know.
Do we have to pay
that's
your
not what I
friends?
mean.
My
That's not what I mean.
Silverfingers, they don't come cheap."
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
I thought we were talking about
I'm
literal
just making
friends.
sure that's more than just him at
That
our
too.
tavern
Oh.
to protect the tavern, because it would
Do we have to
suck
pay them too?
if
No.
if he was just
They
being
just want
by
to hang out
himself.
with him. Like, who wouldn't want him?
Are they getting
I feel
free
like
beer?
He wouldn't get beaten by himself. But yeah, I get
Well,
what you're
If
saying.
it
He's-
makes them loyal, give them free beer. You have my permission.
Very well.
Oh, should we give him at least one meal a day?
Well, obviously, I thought that just went with
I
the
didn't know
thing.
that was. I'm trying to
Free
see-
beer and
And food?
meals for while you're here.
Yeah.
So, do you want to hire someone for management or no?
I
Yes,
would like
I
to,
would like
yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
There are 2 people that come in that are that would work for the
Maybe small?
management. Yeah, there is a tiefling that comes in. His name is Achman. He looks very cultured. He's got really fine, kind of tan-looking robes. Nice color to where it doesn't look like they get
I'm
dirty.
looking at him like this, by the way.
Yeah, it's surprising to see another tiefling. He's of a darker, almost burgundy red skin, which is more typical of tieflings. Usually they're on the red color. And he kind of gives a nod to you and he's very proper. He's very calm. And actually, the second person that comes in
I wish he was wearing a suit.
is
He wants to fuck you.
is very very similar. You get a female or a female elf. Sorry,
A female?
A female elf. Whose name is Alana. She has
I'd like to hear
worked
more.
some management in some other smaller taverns in the Dock Ward. She heard that a North Ward tavern was hiring, and she'd like to get away from the Dock Ward.
Yeah.
Wait,
When
wait.
the tiefling
you
walked-
worked in the dock ward?
Yes, she's worked at a few different taverns in the Dock Ward.
Look how he talks to her.
When
I'm not really role playing most of the
Do we
hiring.
know
Yeah.
how the establishments in the dock ward turned out?
No, it's just you have to be pretty tough to work in the dock ward, especially as a woman.
I can hold myself.
Yes, and that's
as a
that's,
woman.
My
that's
elven
what I-
ancestry gives me some gifts if I need them.
Can I compare their success rates with their own taverns?
I'd take some research if you guys wanted to do that. You could, and not hire right this moment. It'll take some gold and some time for you to actually find out things about them.
Notomy walked downstairs when the tiefling came in, but when he heard the word elf, he pokes his head up from the like cellar door and says, "We'll take the elf," and goes back downstairs.
I like her too.
Okay.
I kind of like the elf.
Okay. So you take the female elf Alana.
The fuck is going on here?
It's not a race
my
thing.
my
It's
my
not even-
reasoning.
I wasn't thinking
my
about race.
reasoning is
not a race thing.
one of the big things is one
You
she's
don't
dealt
even
with
know her.
she's dealt with the dock ward.
Okay. What did the tiefling deal with?
He didn't say he had any prior experience.
He had no, like that's
As a
didn't
management
say.
in a business, he didn't say
he has
anything.
no
about
Okay.
experience. Okay. Now see, I just need to know these things.
But
to
I
compare
wasn't
them.
thinking about that. But a woman in the dock ward
Whammy.
dealing with the shit that goes on there,
Well,
and if
it's-
you're
Okay,
like,
I
she'll
get
work
it.
for 3 gold
I get
attendant.
that. I get that reasoning. But I was
I'm
also
okay
trying
with
to
that.
see if the tiefling had anything to par with it, because I had no information on him.
I poke my
well,
head
the
back
other
up and
thing
say,
as a woman, she has more to prove.
I poke my head back up and say, "Well, it's elf versus tiefling."
This is,
And
but
then
it's
I
not
go
a
back
race
under.
thing.
And then I
just-
poke my head up
I'm
again.
just-
It's entirely a
I'm
race
just
thing.
trying to see the stats and the facts.
I understand that you just wanted another tiefling friend,
No,
but
I'm
you're not
fine.
getting it.
It's okay.
I don't need
We'll
another
find you
tiefling.
another
I
tiefling. We
don't
will.
need
We
another
will.
tiefling.
We'll get.
I swear to God.
we're
gonna
gonna
get
get
you
I
you
some
just
snap
one
my finger and I
tiefling.
throw a ray of frost at you to shut up.
I'm.
Oh, he really
Down-
does want a tickled butthole. Oh, from another tiefling.
Ooh.
Yeah.
He doesn't
He's
like
getting,
the
he's
tiefling
getting,
pinky in the
oh,
butt.
Man.
I literally just ray of frosted like the three of you if you're standing in front of me.
He can only ray of frost
Well,
two
then-
of them.
He's really
Don't
saying
care.
that.
Well, you guys have your scuffle, and then there's some stuff you have to replace after your little scuffle, and then after you replace it,
Do we actually have to replace
it
it?
comes down to you guys have to end up spending 55 gold pieces a 10-day, and that is for wages and maintenance. And then there is
What about
100 gold pieces a 10-day for all the other expenses, which is your
Supplies.
beer, your
Yeah.
food, and it's just all the
Restock.
other ones.
So 155. To run the tap.
Yes, to
So
run
what
the
do
tap.
we have
That's a 10-day.
Yeah.
Now, the way it works is at the end of each 10-day, I will make a roll. That's a D100 roll.
Yeah.
And depending on that D100 roll, you will make back so much money.
Oh,
Since you
shit.
hired a manager of your
Yeah.
business,
Okay.
she will be spending additional gold
Yeah.
to bring in management or to bring in entertainment to promote the bar. That will give pluses to
Yeah.
that D100 roll. So.
Essentially, we were
maximum-
the investors of this business.
Yeah, essentially. At this point,
Well-
you're just the investors. You have everyone else running it for you. You
But
live
she
upstairs.
could be spending money to
in
make more.
a
Yeah.
sense we are the owners.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are.
So, real quick, let me see.
But we live upstairs.
Yeah, we own the place. Yeah.
I say at some point we need to expand the kitchen, we need to expand the bar, and then expand the living quarters
Hub
because
Simulator 2019. All right, let's do this.
because we need to not be living in most of the rooms. We need rooms to be open
Yeah.
to get more money in.
yeah, we
Yes.
could be
Yes.
renting out rooms.
And you guys are
Do we
assholes
want-
and take up actual rooms while I'm in the cellar, being
That
nice
was
and
Excuse
choice.
me?
That was choice.
That was before we had this place
Okay.
open.
So, real quick, the way the roll will work, just so I can break it down for you guys. If you roll real low, you don't make enough money to pay off the guild expense, or to pay off the tavern's expenses. Meaning you have to pay out of your own pocket. The maximum roll, you can earn up to an extra 200 gold pieces per 10-day.
with our current setup.
With your that is
Yeah.
included paying off all wages and expenses, and then you get an extra 200 gold pieces.
Yeah.
So,
That's
Which
with
is good.
the other side
Yeah.
kind of thing.
yeah,
Bringing
that's the
in,
maximum that you
Yeah.
can possibly get.
Yeah.
Is an extra 200 gold
So
pieces.
we can make 200 gold of profit
a 10
like-
day, a week.
maximum in the state we're in right now, unless we decide to rent out rooms and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
if you go to upgrade and do more stuff with it, which would take quite a bit of work. I'm just gonna let you know that
yeah,
for
would
right
be an
now.
investment.
Yeah, and you'd also have to go through the city to get more
Licensing.
permits and
Yeah.
that kind of
For
stuff.
the
So
time
that's
being.
a lot more background stuff that I would say, not so much in-game
Yeah.
stuff.
For the time being, it's just an idea, but we should all just share possibly the biggest room that we have. I have a sleeping bag, a bed mat, whatever. And
I mean, we don't have to rent out the
and
rooms
we rent
immediately.
out the other rooms.
We don't have to rent out the
I'm
rooms.
just saying it's an idea.
Also, that's
Okay,
between
well-
you three. I have a room. I'm good.
I'd say we'll wait until
do you
we
have the
see how the
map of the
tavern's
house?
gonna
Yeah,
do.
I was just gonna bring it up for you actually.
Let's
Thank
wait
you.
till we see how the tavern's gonna do before we start renting out rooms.
Also, keep in mind that a 200 gold delta isn't actually all that great because that's a potential. We could
Right.
actually make less
Yeah,
money.
you can lose
than
No,
we
that's
spent.
the
Yes.
most that we can make.
Right.
Although
what
I-
I'm saying here is that we need to be careful while we're moving forward from now on because we have this responsibility. We can't just go, "Hey, I'm gonna fuck off for a week."
Yes.
That's not gonna
Thank
work.
Yes, we're
So-
aware.
I'm just making sure.
So I will say the fact that you hired a manager makes it much more likely that you will not lose profits.
Yeah.
You will probably more often than not break even or gain profits, but losing profits is very unlikely to happen since you have a manager. If you didn't have a manager and you guys didn't do any promoting or entertaining or anything like that,
Yeah.
very likely that you would be losing profit.
Yeah, that's why we hired the manager.
Yeah.
Kyle.
So, with all that being said, there's a lot of background stuff that, if you guys want to get into, we can get into now and do that kind of stuff. If not, your tavern is open now. You still have your Nimblewright detector. You've got some information from what happened the night before. It is the next morning. He's still only at half health if you want to heal him, and if you guys want to spend another day or two, or what would you guys like to do?
I want to do something.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take a gold coin.
Okay.
It's a head and tails thing, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take a gold coin. I'm gonna hold it in my hands. I'm gonna pray to Timora. I'm gonna ask Timora. Heads will be west, and tails will be east. I'm gonna pray to Timora, and I'll be like, I'm gonna flip this coin and please direct me to my goal,
Which is
the Nim.
okay. You're totally good to do that.
Yeah.
I just as far as in-game mechanics, the easiest way that this is gonna work is you tell me what ward you want to search. It will take the full about 3/4 of a day to thoroughly search an entire ward, even using the NIM detector.
Okay.
So if you want to just go east-west and just go like crazy, you know,
Yeah.
you can do that. It's going to be a lot more difficult. You're going to
Yeah.
lose a lot more ground. If you want to just search a ward, it'll be a lot easier.
Okay.
Since the opening day, maybe one at a time. I don't mind going out today and then the next day somebody else go out. Like,
Keep in mind, you don't have to be at the tavern at all for it to run.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's true, yeah.
my plan was to do whatever that quest. By the way, whatever that quest was, I don't fucking have the piece of paper in this goddamn notebook anymore.
I don't touch any of the notebooks.
I know, but like, watch. Yeah.
hey, look.
Yeah.
I don't think you should use that notebook.
Exactly. So I have no idea what the fuck that my quest was anymore. Did it have something to do with water?
Waterdeep Wazoo.
Wazoo. Okay.
Roll an intelligence check.
Okay.
Back to what I was saying.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just gonna say I'll search the Sea Ward first.
Okay. So first of all, you pray,
Yeah.
but you're asking her to help you, guide you
Yeah.
in the direction. Okay. You hold your coin.
Which ward would be the one that she thinks you should go down to?
Well, I'm gonna say Sea Ward, and I'm gonna say like, bless this coin to direct me.
So you're thinking of the Sea Ward
Yeah.
as you're kind of doing this too. It's already in the back of your head, like
Yeah.
Sea Ward, you know, but you don't really know, where you want to go. You do get some sense of presence from Timora, but it's not one that seems like luck is on your side.
That's fair.
Oh, what was your intelligence check?
Oh, 16.
Okay, so yes, you remember that you were tasked with, and as you go into your room, you find a little envelope that you had stashed away that has some information in it that you have yet to look in, and you don't know if you can or if you can't, but you were given it and then you just stashed it away, and you were told to get it into the printing offices of the Waterdeep Wazoo without anyone noticing or seeing.
Okay. Perfect.
You have already attempted once. Not really attempted, but you looked into it once. Where you tried to follow the owner as he locked up and left for the night, but then you lost him.
Oh,
Yeah. And yeah. So, first day that you guys are open, tavern starts running. It is the 19th of Tarsak.
So we're starting from morning.
Yeah, it's morning, early morning, afternoon right now, probably about 10:30, 11 o'clock.
I guess I'm just like outside, like spurting little like fireworks, like, hey, coming to our
Opening day!
tavern,
Yeah,
opening day,
for sure.
beer,
I walk
food,
outside
drinks.
and I say, by the way, it's still like 9 a.m. So, I mean,
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
yeah.
Yeah, pretty
I'm
much.
at the bar already drinking my first beer.
See?
Just like,
See?
Evander's had some problems the past couple days, guys.
When he comes up to me and says that, I like look inside and I'm like,
I'm just gonna
all right,
say
well,
Sea
I slap your
You go by
shoulder.
yourself?
I mean, do you guys want to come with me to Sea Ward to look for the thingy with the plumbus?
The plumbus?
Yeah. Can I get my plumbus back? Whoever has it.
It's him.
I was
He
waiting
took
for
it.
him to be like, hey, I go search, and I'm like, with what? Can I just go with you?
Sure.
Can I use it?
No.
Why not?
Let's give it to me.
He's blessed by time one.
sure.
You fool.
Can I use it? No.
Away!
I walk the opposite direction.
Sucks to be you, bitch!
I go with him.
You go with who?
I go with Dean.
We'll start.
Start. We will start.
I'm gonna
Take
say,
it easy for
Start.
this.
I'm gonna take it easy and make sure that the tavern runs okay. Make sure we don't run into any weird problems.
easy, man!
Excuse me. So yeah, you just relax for the day, heal your wound. The two
We
of you
got
guys
this.
go northwest to the Sea Ward. You
I
head
go
south.
the direction of Waterdeep Wazoo.
It is also in the North Ward.
I follow them until I need to not follow them anymore.
You remember where it is, yeah, about 20, 30 minutes walking. It's fairly close. The Waterdeep Wazoo is on a main street, which right now is bustling with activity.
As we're walking, I look for the biggest crowd of people that are all not paying attention, just kind of doing their own thing.
Uh-huh.
And as we walk through, I'm gonna take a little bit of a detour, walk through that group of people, kind of get a little bit lower, then make myself look just like Seth Cromley, and then rejoin those two.
Seth Rogen?
Okay.
Seth Green?
Cromley. And I say, in his
Seth
whatever.
Well, I just want to, you walk through a crowd of people
Mhm.
as you do that.
Seth MacFarlane?
Oh, well then. That's.
They're like, well, what the fuck?
Where's Sleight of Hand?
What?
I mean, you can hide the casting, but you changing into someone else in the middle of
The crowd.
in the middle of a crowd of people, which they're all moving and walking, so it's
Yeah.
not, it is something that you can get away
Plus
with it.
17 to hide the actual motion.
Yeah. So yeah, you hide your motions of doing it. Out of the corner of your eye, though, you do see that you've caught an eye or two as you've changed shape in the middle of the road.
And then,
They seem to just be regular bystander people that are walking along with their day, but they do kind of like as they see
I give
that.
them and I keep walking.
Okay.
But then I'm gonna do kind of a zigzag through the
Serpentine?
crowd so that it doesn't if someone's to be paying attention to me, they'd lose me going one direction and then I'd be going the other.
Yeah, you do some circles for a while to lose if anyone was watching you or anything like
Yeah.
that. Okay, you do
And
that.
then I make my way to the water deep.
Okay, so you open it up. There's a little ding ding, and you see a small little halfling that's currently looks like he's setting up the press to get ready to print tomorrow's paper.
Okay. Does he notice me immediately?
Yeah, he kind of turns over and looks at you and says, "Oh yes, what is it that I can do for you, Cromley, isn't it?"
Indeed. I was actually wondering if the owner was in, or the chief, press chief. whatever.
That is I. Only have a few employees that's just the callers out on the street for me, but this is just I here.
Indeed. Okay. What are you working on right there? And I point past him. Does his head turn when he goes to look at it? I'm assuming.
He kind of quick because he's standing right next to his press, and he just kind of turned and looked at you, and he kind of like. The scandal of last night at the Growlhund Villa. It's exciting news. Unfortunately, it was a little late last night, and I wasn't able to get a press out this morning, but I've got my collars out already, so tomorrow it will be in the papers.
Ah, indeed. If you'd like any more information, I'd say you should go talk to the guys in Troll Skull Manor, I believe. They might have been involved. And as I say that, I step up behind him, kind of getting close to look over into what he's doing, and I kind of put my hand on the lower of his back, kind of making it as I'm getting real comfy close with him,
Okay, so I know what you're going for, and
Yeah.
in a way you do that. You wouldn't actually be able to get up behind because he's just been up at this printing press and he's turning to look at you. So it'd be kind of, but you could definitely get up real close to him, and you turn into Cromley. He's a human, older male. He's probably in his late 60s, and this is a small halfling that's probably also in his late 40s to 50s. So his older halfling. So that would be
Yeah.
reaching down. So
Yeah,
you can easily get to his shoulder.
I figured he was up on a thing, kind of looking in, because he's a halfling.
You
so it's
notice
built for
that
humans.
everything is built to halfling size,
Shit, okay.
so the roof is 10 feet above him. It's not like a normal
I kind of get down on a knee to kind of get in, and because I'm really trying to look at what's going on the paper.
Okay.
Because I'm also trying to read it.
roll a persuasion.
Okay. 19.
Okay. Troll Skull Alley, you say?
Manor.
Troll Skull Manor. Yes. He kind kind of like he looks at you a little weird for a second, kind of like at the arm, you know, and then he kind of like, oh yes, thank you, and he like walks over to one of his desks, and you see him dip a quill in an ink bottle, and he turns to a piece of
Is
parchment.
there any drawers or anything nearby that he would have been working out of pretty frequently, or had I seen him put anything away?
I mean, there's not right where you are, but you could easily get something in a cubby or where there's paper that's getting ready to be printed on, or so there's places where you could probably stash it.
Sleight of hand?
Yeah, sleight of hand.
Ooh! Hey, did me dirty this time.
Okay. He kind of he's like writing. You quickly look around, and as quickly and as quietly as you can, you kind of stash this. You do make a little like scuff of paper on paper, kind of as it slides across, and you see you don't watch yourself do this, right? You're watching him the whole time, and you see him for a second stop writing, and he's like, "Troll School Mana, right?" and then finishes writing it down.
As I'm done doing that, I pretend as though I kind of like rubbed up against something as I took a step back and go, "Oh, so sorry about that."
Yeah,
And
he
I
kind of
straightened something.
He's turning around at this point. He says, "Oh no worries at all. Is there anything I can do for you? Surely you're not here to just give me information. Normally it takes some digging for a fellow of my profession to find these."
I was hoping, actually, that we might be able to trade.
For what now?
I'm sure you have a little bit more on this than meets the eye.
Yes. All my information that is told will be printed in the papers tomorrow. I'm just about to finish my first press. If you'd like to take it with you, you're more than welcome.
Absolutely. That will do.
Very well. Just give me a moment. And he kind of walks back over towards you and then asks you to step aside so he can finish. He places all the letters and that kind of stuff and finishes printing the last few pages of the press. And he folds it up all nice and hands it over to you. And he says, "The first edition, Waterdeep Wazoo, the Growl Hun Scandal."
It'll be a big piece, so I'll hang it on my wall.
Very well. Well, thank you for that information. If you'll excuse me, I must get back to printing.
Aye.
Bless you.
Bless you! I'm still remembering.
There's just like nobody there, but he just like randomly just says "bless you," and it's just like, "Thank you." You walk.
I turn around and I walk out. I look at the paper. Does it have any extra information?
It is 100% blown out of proportion. All this shit that didn't actually happen. It talks about demons in the night that were there. And like some fucking crazy shit. Definitely an interesting read. Something you might want to spend some time and read through and get all of the information that you can. But a quick glance, you kind of like chuckle to yourself.
Misinformation campaign.
I chuckle to myself. I take the very unceremoniously as I'm walking. I hold the paper open and I just shove it into the next person's like chest. And I say, "Here you go, first edition," and I walk away.
Okay.
I go back to Troll Skull Manor and I work as part of the service for the rest of the
Okay,
day.
definitely. So
I also find a very good spot to drop disguise.
Definitely. The two of you start searching the Sea Ward. Go ahead and you roll perception or investigation with advantage since Robert is helping you. Or since Morthos is helping you.
17.
17. Okay. So, yeah, you end up getting to the Sea Ward right about 11:30 or so. A little past 11. You pull out your NIM detector and you just start scouring the Sea Ward, going up and down. It has a 500-foot area with it, but you still want to be thorough with it. Once or twice, it does go off in the Sea Ward. But you are quickly able to track it down to another servant of another noble house, and they are easily accounted for in the past 10 day to the past month.
Yeah.
Don't leave their noble sides. You find 2 of them in the Sea Ward, not including the Temple of Gone, which you would pass by in the Sea Ward. It goes off again, but you know that there's one in there as well. Other than that, in the Sea Ward for this first day, you were not able to get any other hits on
Okay.
or something solid. So you guys head back to Troll School Manor. You were bartending, helping out. Evander is just like,
More beer.
yeah, just chugging beer.
When he asks for more beer, I've got one beer on the table and another in the hand that I'm filling, and I put one up and I'm filling another, waiting for him to say more. That's basically all I do for
yeah, the rest of the day.
I don't want to
So
feel
the
like
rest of the
pain
night
anymore.
goes through uneventful. You guys get a little bit of relaxation. You have your tavern up and running now. It is pretty noisy. The first night actually does seem to hit off with flair. It seems like your management did some good job of getting the word out there really fast, as it's only been 15 hours.
Do we have
made the right
entertainment
choice.
there already?
Yeah, you've got entertainment. 3 Strings actually comes over from the Yawning Portal and is playing, which is a new scene for him and for you guys to hear, as he's normally just kind of like slowly strumming away on his
Like Highway to
3-string
Hell?
lute. Yeah, he's playing much faster pace. He's jumping on tables and singing.
Very
gonna join
jolly.
Yeah, it's very, very.
He's
you,
just playing-
you
he's
join
playing
us.
that-
With my
Necrogoblicon.
natural performance skills in that
Go
that
ahead
dance
and
thing.
roll a
He's
performance.
playing
Hey,
Necrogoblicon.
hey, does,
Silverfinger's showing around?
Yeah, Silverfingers is there.
does someone have a pan flute? I'd really like to play a
Walk up
pan
to
flute.
Silverfingers. I'm like, Silverfingers.
Yes.
You know anything about Nims?
Yeah.
I've heard of them. Yeah, some
Huh?
construct-like creatures made of wood.
No,
Right,
it's
right.
remnants of gauging
You've
my
been in
using
this town
properly.
for quite a while, right?
After 2 years. of
I've
taking
thrown a
them
few
out.
swings
Still.
in every ward. Yes.
Do you know about what Nims are around in the area? What houses they belong to?
Couldn't tell you off the top of my head. No, I'm well aware that some nobles use them as servants.
Right. Isn't there like a parade or something that flashes them off or something?
Yes, there's the Day of Wonders.
The Day of Wonders.
Yes.
Yes.
That is not for a few months. I can get up. I'll give you the exact date when I find it. But the Day of Wonders is a day where engineers, tinkerers, and any crazy fuck that can craft something parades their inventions down the street and usually wreaks havoc when they go wrong. You can see that as being with this opening day, his cheeks are a little red and rosy. He looks a little more loose-lipped than when you first saw him.
Right, right.
And
Drill
yeah.
him.
I what?
Drill him.
Trill.
Get him.
Pinky in the butt.
I call over for a round of beer and I go, so Silverfingers, last time I saw you in action, you were a fighter, but I also heard you throw out the challenge of a game of intellect.
Yes, are you familiar with Sava?
No. Wait,
You would be.
I am.
Sava, in essence, is chess.
Yes.
It's chess played with drow pieces.
Okay.
So your king is actually a drow priestess, a high priestess. And then your pawns are all drow soldiers, and it's just a game of strategy and intellect.
I have
beers.
a proposition for you, Silverfingers.
Speak up.
You have good friends, right? From around the town?
I have many.
Yes, good. Would you say to a game that if I win, you can get some of your friends to do some scouting for me and the crew? Now, if I lose, well, shit, I'll fucking buy you some more beer.
We don't need us food.
As I walk up with his beers in hand,
He's
I-
already
I
drunk.
set them
Shh,
down.
it's deception.
I mean, you're not. Are you lying to him?
Yes, it's deception.
Yes,
He just
I
said
will.
it was a
Yes,
deception.
I just said it was a deception.
So
yes.
you're not gonna give him. Okay.
No,
I
he
mean,
gets free beer anyway.
Roll deception.
17.
Do you realize it's his first day and we just
He's
hired him?
already drunk.
He's drunk. He's banking on.
I was gonna say it's the first day and you're already trying to rip him off.
Yeah, right. Good.
Well, you're trying to find a way that you won't lose.
Exactly.
I just want to say that I rolled for his insight with disadvantage because he
Did
is
you really
drunk,
get a
an
crit?
18 and a 19.
Oh my god.
Well,
He kind of smiles at you and he says, "How about just a game of Sava? And if you win, maybe I'll ask some questions for
Yes, that'd be fan-fucking-tastic. I slam my beer and I chug it. And then
That's
He
it.
grabs a beer out of your hand and chugs it.
What?
There's another beer.
Okay. I have that one ready for the game.
Also, I got an 8, I think, or a 7. I can't remember
on what?
on the performance for dancing with the
Don't.
dude. It was
So,
bad.
I
It was
mean,
bad.
while you've been feeding Evander alcohol all night, you slipped a few drinks yourself.
Yeah.
And you get up there and you try and like keep up with his hopping and dancing.
Yeah.
And
I'm
you know
just
you're
partying
used
with
to
Evander.
moving around in the battlefield, but you're usually pretty clear-minded. You know there's not like stolen chairs that have 3 legs that are one size and 1 leg that's a little bit shorter than the rest, and
Typically,
tables
yeah.
that wobble and all that kind of stuff. So once or twice you give a good tumble.
I've got beers in my hands the whole time,
Yeah.
but somehow I've managed to keep the liquid in them, and
Your
that's
hands are on
actually
a
the beers
gyro?
that I hand to him at the end.
Nice. Day of Wonders, if you would like to write it down,
It was
yeah,
a little
yes.
bit empty.
is the 3rd day of Marpanoth.
That's a great name.
It is a great name. Which you guys are in Tarsok right now. Marpanoth is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months away from you.
It's a little long, but yeah. Depending how
But
this.
still, to
Depending-
know that,
Yes,
like,
yes.
I didn't know that there was some thing.
I remember somebody had mentioned it.
When you guys went to Gond, the Temple of Gond, I think it was you that had rolled the history and remembered it because you were like, I'm not going to get it, and then you got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, me with a -2 to my intelligence.
So all Sava is 3 intelligence rolls, and whoever rolls the highest number
3
wins.
intelligence rolls?
Yep, straight intelligence.
Shit! Why am I playing this game?
So
Can I
after
roll all 3 at once, or
Yeah, and it's just what's your intelligence modifier?
1?
So you get plus.
Oh wait. Yeah.
So you get +3 to your total number of roll.
Okay.
So you add up all your 3d20s. He
Oh.
is shit-faced right now, so he's rolling with disadvantage. And I do want to say that when you first met him and you fought, he seemed drunk. He looks way drunker than he was before. So this is a dwarf that can fucking hold his liquor. Like,
Plus, he was drinking whatever it was called that one time.
when you guys fought him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
When
He
I
was
fought
drunk
him.
then. Yeah, when you fought him.
I'm just saying we don't have that alcohol that's like more has a higher alcohol.
Stronger
percentage.
Oh, gut buster.
Yeah, he was
Butt
drinking
Buster.
Gutbuster.
Yeah, gut buster. Okay, so yeah, go ahead and tell me what your total is when
Of all
you roll
3?
it. Yeah.
Not
At
bad.
the edge of the table, kind
Okay,
of like this.
so
I'm partying
Just
with
watching.
Evander.
14,
We're just like,
20.
I look over at you, I'm like, I'm hungry. We should work our way to the kitchen and see what our cook will make us do.
oh, bugger.
I know, that sounds super good.
He actually is in the process for opening day, brings out 2 whole roasted hogs.
Nice.
That are stuffed with like apples
46.
and actually some exotic fruit that he says are from Lonton, which is an island way out to the west. None of you guys have ever been there before, but have heard about it.
Wonton?
Lonton.
Wonton?
I think it's called Lonton.
I look at
Yeah.
him and I go, I can't hold a knife right now, but I really want to eat a cheek.
He sticks a fork in it and just kind of like lets it go, and you see as the fork just kind of pulls meat.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
We
I
made a
take
good
the
choice
fork
of
out
shit.
and then just like, I shove it in the cheek of the pig
Yeah.
and I just rip the cheek off.
Cheek or butt cheek?
No, cheek,
Cheek.
dude,
I'm
cheek is
going
so
for butt
good.
cheek.
I tried it for the first time at Korean barbecue, pork cheek.
dude.
Do you like pork belly?
Sure.
Okay, people go fucking batshit crazy over pork belly. I think it's good, but it's not that crazy.
No,
I can't
alone,
think of any time I've
alone,
had it,
pretty much
so.
if
Pork
it's
cheek.
not bacon,
Okay.
pretty much.
If it's not bacon, it's belly?
Yeah,
what
it's
you're
pork
saying?
belly.
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah.
Yeah. But pork cheek, it's like,
It's amazing.
well, it has such a really good balance of fat and meat ratio to it,
And
the
it's tender.
and
Yes.
yes.
We went to Korean barbecue, and that's when you order plates and they bring it to you, cook it, and you order more plates.
That's dope.
By the end of it, I had like 3 plates of pork cheek. Like, yeah.
yeah.
Damn.
Bring me more pork cheek.
Total.
47.
You beat him. He rolled a 43 with disadvantage. He shakes your hand in a good game. A strong grip. Hands are calloused as shit.
Yes.
And he says, "No, What information do you need?
I would like for your men to go around the wards and find where all the Nims, what Nims belong to noble people. Like what houses have, which nobles have Nims?
Very well, I can track some of them for
While
you.
they're doing this, I'm taking the pieces. I'm going, hey, do you have a nim? No. Okay. I walk away.
Sure. All right. So he agrees. He'll
Obviously, don't just go up to them
Yeah,
and
yeah,
blatantly
yeah.
ask.
No,
Please.
he's the friends I know how to do their job properly.
Good. Now we drink.
So you guys party it up for the first night.
He looks at him and he goes like, "When did we stop?"
Yeah. You guys continue
I mean,
partying,
for me, yeah, sorry.
partying for the night. Opening night seems to go off without a hitch. Fucking pretty good.
We'll not make that
I
close.
sleep.
Next morning,
I actually sleep this time.
you now are back up to full health.
Yeah. I
But
feel a lot better, but I'm really sore.
yeah, and you feel like you could very easily be seriously hurt again. Without magical assistance, anyways. You still haven't been given any magical assistance, so you're just naturally healing.
Yeah.
Once again, what would you guys like to do? At this point in the game, really,
Okay, guys.
you guys have a lead and kind of a main thing that you want to do in the search for that nim, but you guys can really do whatever you would like to do.
I don't think
So-
we were doing anything yesterday because we didn't know that we could
So
do
I
that.
kind of
Maybe
forgot
it's
to
just
talk about
not
this
fun.
the other day because I was in pain and I just wasn't thinking.
Coffee.
What?
There's coffee.
Yeah,
I bring a beer over.
You also notice that
No.
at least this morning, everyone except for the manager slept in the tavern this night because it went on well past
Yeah.
3.
It was a party.
right.
It was a big.
Yeah.
grand
I look at the
opening party.
manager. I'm like, hey,
She's not here.
Oh,
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, everyone but the manager.
So
Okay, well, we should get these people out.
Why?
I mean,
There are staff. Let them sleep.
Yeah, there's
what? I thought it was not the staff.
Scarg's up. No, the rest of the people are gone. Yeah, there's no,
Okay,
there's
sorry,
no,
no,
there's
that's
no
what I got.
patrons. There's
Yeah.
or
Obviously, you don't need 20.
We partied with the staff
Okay,
as well.
that's fine.
Scarg's taking the leftovers from the hogs and he's cooking you guys up breakfast and stuff and plating things and
So what were you trying to say?
Yes.
So after last night, I had a dream, and I kind of remember I had a vision of kind of what happened the other night before I got stabbed in the back and almost died.
Oh, you mean like this?
Ow!
Oh.
Yeah, it's still very
Really?
tender.
Really?
Do you mind, that? It's just,
Why haven't you healed him yet?
give me a couple days. I'll
It'd
be
better
fine.
for him to heal by himself.
What? So he builds
But-
character?
Do you mind?
What are you, his
okay,
mom?
okay.
Do you mind? I saw the rogue's face.
Okay.
From my memory,
Okay.
half of his face was burnt.
Okay.
half of his body was burned, but it was
Well,
obvious in his
I mean-
face. Yeah.
I could tell that half of his face was burnt, and it probably continued to go on. There were burns.
We should tell the authorities.
Do you know who that is?
Hey, don't
It
you
was
guys?
Confirmed who that is.
Oh, okay.
You guys were given the name.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh.
You guys
Hey.
said bless you. You said bless you to me.
Who
Every time I said it.
who did they describe got away, or somebody was running away from after the fireball, right?
That was him.
That's what I'm getting
Yeah.
at. Oh, that's okay.
I don't know what happened after
The
I got
boom.
stabbed.
Right.
I remember I was running through an alley, and then I thought I saw something, so I continued to try and catch up to it,
Uh-huh.
and then all of a sudden, I got stabbed in the back, and,
Mind you, I
Everything
was
went
going
black.
to keep going your way, but this fucker stopped me.
well, I didn't see you when I woke up.
I know you didn't, because this fucker stopped me and the guards had stopped us.
Well,
Actually,
I'm
he
alive
said
at
he wanted
least,
to fuck you,
so-
what's left of you to die.
Whatever.
I
Anyway.
I don't even know what happened, so I'm not gonna believe anything or whatever happened.
That's good.
But I know that I almost died. So, and I almost caught him too.
I mean, you almost
But
died.
that's what I remember.
Is dying almost catching, or is dying completely failing?
Well, I got close to him, that's for sure.
Hey, Sark wants to say something.
Yes, fellows. We should get on today's business.
What's today's business?
Solomil is waking up kind of from. You've noticed that he's kind of like taken hold of a table and bench in the corner, kind of his perch where he stayed the entire night last night. Slept there. He woke up, goes and gets some food, sits there and eats some food again. Then he walks up. He walks by. He gives you a pat on your side and says, "Oh, well, I'm out to make my rounds for the day." And he walks out of the door.
Nice. Oh, did you not know that I got
got to
him
Okay.
to possibly help narrow.
Narrow.
No.
Narrow.
We're good at narrow sludge.
I'm just thinking, for some reason, it's just how he said it was like the Princess Bride.
I do that shit all the time, and I love how easy it happens because it does. It just like
It happens to me all the
fact that
time.
he
They
finished
fuck
my
with these
sentence.
You notice as you're talking, all three of you notice as you're talking that Nonami's gone.
Fuck that guy.
He's
So,
probably off to do his
what I was
business.
saying as you were implying and finishing my sentence, that Silver Fingers is going to have his men narrow down our search for the Nim. By finding which houses, which noble family houses, have Nims already, so we know which places in the ward not to go. But already know that, hey, if it's spinning faster this way, oh shit, it's probably that house right there that already has one. So we don't have to bother.
Sweet. I'm
Yes.
still gonna go searching today.
That's fine. I'm just letting you know that if you gave it some time, you'll know.
Time is of the essence, man.
Well, why do you fucking do that? I'm gonna go see if I can find out.
Okay, well he's not here. You're gonna do things. Would you like to come with me today?
Yeah.
Okay.
That
We're
would be
gonna
fun.
search.
I won't split the group up. I'll go too.
I would also like to say that, well, with the time pass and stuff, this is a new 10-day for you to try your.
I was thinking about it, but then
You
I
should
didn't
try
want to.
that.
Yeah, I guess I will then. I'm gonna just go to sleep anyway if it doesn't work, but I'm gonna go try it.
Where would you like to search? Which ward would you
North
like
ward.
to search? No, search north. Your ward.
Yeah, our ward.
Is that on the way? Can I just like go with him on the way?
No,
We're
it
in
is
the-
in the C ward.
Oh, it's
C
my-
ward
You're
is.
you're
That's
over
Dock
to the
Ward.
left.
Here.
Oh, I'm over
So
there.
you're just going west.
Okay.
So they're searching this ward. The C ward was where you guys were yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys go start searching the North ward.
Yeah.
Roll perception with
So-
advantage.
Where are we right now
North
again?
ward.
We're like.
I know, but where's our?
Trollskull Manor. I believe it's like right here, but I
Okay.
wouldn't be able to. Or actually, I have larger scale picking that.
Before
How far do I go before anything happens?
Where do you go? What do you do? Do you leave? You just leave the tavern?
I leave the tavern and
Okay.
I look in the direction that you go.
22? 22?
22.
But before, damn, it's too late, Mom. I was gonna say before he leaves, I give him something.
What?
I give him the Ring of Sending.
Okay. Okay.
Give you the Ring of Sending, so if anything happens, you can call us.
Oh,
Let us know.
All right. So.
I immediately send you a message that said "Big Schlong Dong."
I see it.
I reply back.
Oh, you see it over here. Okay.
Bags,
so it's
bags, bags.
right here.
We're just above that long kind of
We should
rectangular
put a
one,
pin
Yeah,
in there.
this right here. Yeah,
and
we
the
should
two little
actually.
floaters.
Yeah. So yeah, you're right. The alley, Trollskull Alley, is the alley that runs through.
The middle of
That's
those two.
the sections
It's
of
in Harry
those
Potter.
buildings. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Diagonally.
Dang. You start walking. You see Solomil, quite a ways ahead of you. But he's just kind of walking and cruising off. You walk for 10 minutes, and are you just like trying to follow him?
Once I realized that that wasn't what the intention was, I go to the north ward.
Okay. Roll an intelligence check real quick. 22.
Yeah.
For fuck's sake!
Nice. Nice.
That's like my role for intelligence.
Can I have another beer?
3.
So
I just put them in a little while ago. So.
yeah, you're very confused by the situation. You don't really know, like you know that there's something's like ticking you in the back of the head, but you have no idea what it is. You start walking back up to the north
Thank
ward. You get right up to Trollskull Alley. So you're coming back through the alleyway, coming back towards your tavern. You can see that there's still a few black char marks from the explosion. The guild of street cleaners each day has been coming in and trying to scrub out the burn, and they've been getting it each day. But you're kind of sitting there and you're looking at it. And you're right about to get into your tavern. And you kind of stop for a second, and you pat yourself down.
Okay, there we go.
And you reach in your pocket, the same pocket that you've reached in before, and you feel a paper note that wasn't there before.
I go inside, go downstairs, open it up.
Okay.
I feel like you're a nerd in high school who doesn't doesn't want anybody to see his business. Just like, I gotta know.
Well, it depends on who sees it, which is really important for me.
You open the note, and all it says is, "Meet me aboard my ship."
That means
He was
you have
going
to
in the
touch his
direction,
meat.
wasn't he?
He was heading towards the dock ward. Yes.
I go back to following him essentially,
Okay.
but I do it at a much brisker pace, trying to make up for the time that I spent going back home
Do
to
you
go
want to get a
back
carriage?
You
out.
could get a
Okay.
garage.
I just wanted to at least seem like I wasn't that stupid and that I came back home and then went back out again. If I have to get a little bit sweaty, that's all right.
Yeah, so you start picking up pace. You're not able to catch sight of him getting down even into the dock ward.
It's all about timing.
Yeah, and then we'll say that you're going to get to the dock ward. Morthos, you make your way to the Hall of Wonders, I think, or Tower of Wonders.
No, it's damn
Who's going to find it first?
Temple of Mistra.
Yeah, but it's got a name.
What?
You brought it to
House of
Battlefield
Wonders.
5?
Yeah, House of Wonders. That's what I said.
Well, you know what? I found it first anyway.
Boom.
You were not here,
So
but
you go to the House of Wonders, and
you do this.
you start walking. And you go to prepare yourself for your standard routine that you've always done.
God,
Maybe go and find a new place to go and pray. You're contemplating it a little bit. You take your time. You're looking around.
Yeah.
This
I want to look for like a statue of her.
older female you see is kind of like watching you. She looks to be a priestess. Very few priestesses are here in the House of Wonders because it's just a temple of magic. So there's not many that really need to be here to tend to it.
Right.
Lots of people make the pilgrimage to come to Waterdeep and go to this House of Wonders and do their prayer, and then they leave. But she notices you, and she kind of catches your eye at one point and slowly starts to walk up to you. So, well met, friend. I think I've seen your face here a few times. Yes.
I've been here a couple times. Yes.
May I ask you? You look a little troubled. What is it that you're searching for?
To be honest, I'm not 100% sure, but I do know that every time I come here, I yearn to connect with Mistra. I've attempted multiple times, and it just seems that every time I just
We're not laughing at you.
no, I know. But
Sorry.
it's just a little.
I'm trying to do it. I'm trying to do as well as possible.
I know. I try every time to connect with her, to see where this magic I possess comes from. Yet every time I try, I either get close or I fail miserably.
So you are a user of the arts, then? Yes.
Yes. And what was your name, miss? Ma'am?
I am.
Miss, ma'am?
I am Avelina, a simple wizard of sorts. I have studied some of the arcane, but I am no master of the arts. But I have seen a few of your demeanor and your search. It is a common one. Those that have power and do not know where they come. Perhaps I could give you a friendly recommendation. I know you are searching for the answers through Mistra, and while she is a powerful goddess, she is full of questions and not answers. Perhaps you try taking an apprentice. Or, sorry, perhaps you try talking to a master and are taken on as an apprentice, and learn more about these arts before you learn more about where they came from. Having a greater understanding of what they are themselves might help you in that search.
I get this like all of a sudden like overwhelming like holy shit, she's right. Like I feel like she's right. Like I'm like wow. It's more of like instead of less searching
Something
for
that makes a lot more
something
sense to you.
something that'll like just draw on more questions instead just finding somebody who gives more answers to
No, not even that.
questions I don't even have.
To being able to control and understand what you have rather than question where it comes from.
Right.
I have a colleague that I know is usually willing to take on a skilled apprentice. If you could prove your worth, he will definitely show you new sights that you would never believe possible.
I nod my head in acceptance.
The man's name is
It's bigger than mine. Sorry, you gotta go.
You can't be here.
Godfrey
Gilbert?
Toru. He is a quiet older male. He lives in the Godcatcher, in the North Ward.
Oh, he's near us.
Sorry, in the
See?
Trades Ward. It's on the edge of the Trades Ward, nearing towards the dock, but luckily is not within the dock ward. Kind old man, but he can be quite stubborn. Perhaps you give him a talk. He might be able to help you.
I kind of just feel a little bit overwhelmed of just like I came here to do something, and usually when I want to do it, I want to do it, but at this point I'm just like, Evelina, I appreciate your words of wisdom, and I bid you good day, and may our paths cross again.
I hope you find the answers you are looking for. What is it you said your name was?
Morthos.
Well met, Morthos.
Thank
And
you.
good luck to you.
I turn around and leave in the most non-awkward way ever.
Definitely.
Waving goodbye, smiling, and I go towards the trade board. I don't know how long that took, so.
Yeah. You guys do your search. You end up walking back kind of through the North Ward, kind of heading your way towards back towards your tavern.
Nobody died, Spencer.
I'm trying to fucking turn it down, but it's just like not going.
It's like the last samurai's dying right now.
You actually run into Evander and Sark as they're doing their search.
Hey,
so far,
you
no
made
luck
it back
in the
a lot
North
sooner
Ward.
than you usually come back. So
It's been about half the search.
how'd it go?
Turns out I was guided in a different direction.
Are you gay now?
So is that a yes?
No,
Well, then why did you slap him?
because he's offensive and he's my friend.
Well, you could have just said no.
He would have made more jokes.
Would he?
Kyle, roll perception.
Well,
I'm all
I
set.
wouldn't have. Is that okay?
I appreciate that.
17.
Well, so what happened?
You
Okay.
notice
As I
three
was-
ships.
As I was saying.
Two of them that are docked, one of them that's sitting in the harbor that look very familiar.
Two of them?
All three of them look super familiar. You know these three ships. They travel together. Two of them are docked, and one of them sitting in the harbor.
Just start knocking on ship doors.
I was
I
approached
go
by
with the
an
right one, obviously.
older priestess.
Which one do you go to? You can go check out the two very easily.
So,
The
I'm
two that are
trying not to
docked
cross paths with conversation
are the
she try and hit on you? or
Hellraiser and the Heartbreaker.
Was she did you pinky
Whoa.
in the butt? Sir,
If you would
did
like
you
to
get
write
the
this
pinky
down.
in the butt
Um,
hole?
The
Bam.
3 ships
Well,
are known
that
as the
must have
Sea
been
Maiden's
pretty
Fair.
fast.
At
then.
least 2 or 3 knucks in.
Trying not to talk over
I talk pinky and butt hole
F-A-R-E?
talk over other people's
F-A-I-R.
conversations.
Or ferry, I guess that might be. I don't know.
Ferry.
So the main cruise ship is known as the Eye Catcher, and
Is that
it
what
is
it looked like?
indeed an eye catcher. You see very extravagant colors on it. Actually, all 3 of these ships have very extravagant colors on them. Very easily spotted, easily recognizable. The other 2 ships that are mainly cargo vessels and
Start with
transporters
Hellraiser.
are Hellraiser and Heartbreaker.
We start with information about Hellraiser first.
They're both just transport and cargo ships.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're
The
not
main
talking-
like vessel is the Eye Catcher.
Yeah.
That's
I,
all that you really know about them. But you know them.
I know which one to go to. I go to the Eye Catcher.
It's out in the sea.
Oh, interesting.
It's out
okay.
in the harbor. Yeah.
So thinking in perspective, then would I even know which ship was Solomel's specifically? Or
No.
which?
You have no idea.
Not even.
In that correlation, you have no idea.
Yeah. Which? Were we looking at a ship before during the dinner? Wasn't there a mention of ships during that?
At one point, you guys were asking ships a bunch of questions, but that's when you were looking for the dragon.
No, I mean the dinner between myself and the.
Oh no, you were in a restaurant in the Sea Ward, just looking out to sea.
Okay.
Is there any coffee?
You can make some.
Yeah.
You want to take a break real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's take a quick break. We'll make some coffee.
Take a 500!
Nice.
And we're back.
Darkness, everybody. Darkness is
That might
falling.
be in your racial spells. The darkness.
Darkness.
Nomi, you decided to walk towards the Heartbreaker.
Heartbreaker.
Okay. You walk on the Heartbreaker. You see a bunch of human and no, they're all yeah, they're all humans. You see a bunch of humans, and you kind of walk up. You know, there's a ramp going up to the boat. You kind of walk up there. A little bit of confusion on your face, but at the same time, a lot of certainty on your face.
Confidence, but not.
Yeah.
But still uncertain.
Yeah. They're, you know, tying down riggings and just doing kind of just daily ship maintenance stuff. And one of them kind of turns and looks at you. None of these humans look familiar, but you see this person's eyes, and you get this recognition in the eye, and he kind of just like nods to you, and he turns towards the boat out in the harbor. He calls out, you know, a few names, and signal the eye catcher. And you see, you know, one of the other humans grabs a torch, or not, sorry, a lantern, and he kind of just holds it up in the air and puts it down. 15-20 minutes or so go by. A little ship is brought out to you. You hop in. Still more humans on it, not recognizable, but when you get eyesight, you get that familiarity. They bring you out to the eye catcher, and lead you up to the captain's area. You walk in, and it's extravagant, you know, tapestries up on the wall, really fancy rugs. Like for a ship, this thing is fucking decked out.
Yeah.
And you see Zardoz Zod tinkering, doing some stuff, and he turns around. Ah, Nonomi, my friend. Welcome aboard the Eye Catcher. I see you got my note.
Indeed. You know, you really have a taste for the extravagant. These ships.
What else am I known for other than my beauty and extravagance? Yes. This is the Sea Maiden's Fair, the circus vessels that we bring up and down the Sword Coast.
It's
Now,
pretty interesting.
come, take a seat. We have business to discuss.
I'm assuming there's a chair in front of a desk.
Yeah, there's a big table. There's like fruits, like all sorts of exotic fruits, and a few like cured meats, and like it's fucking set up. And he takes a seat.
Like at the end of a table, essentially?
Yeah, just it's a circular table, so
Oh,
he just
okay.
takes a seat at one side and starts pouring some Fey wine. You see him, and can I offer you?
Yeah,
Hands it over to you.
bow down, grab it, and sit down.
He sits down, and then he kind of looks up at you, and his face goes very stern, and you hear his voice kind of change a little bit. I have business for you.
What sort?
We have captured a certain someone, and I need you to look after him for a little while before we find what we look to do next with him.
Am I doing this at his will?
At mine.
Indeed.
I heard you came upon some property. I'd like you to use it to hold this fellow.
I assume you're referring to my tavern.
Yes.
Your tavern?
We're nowhere near him. He's in
I
the
know.
middle of the.
We've captured a member of the Xanathar Guild,
Hmm.
and I would like you to hold him 3 nights. Or at least until another member of Brigandierth comes to grab him. He's already in your basement, so you'll find him there.
Okay. I will do as you command.
As you should. And when the task is complete, perhaps there'll be some reward for you.
Any progress on that rod?
I have sent it off to Luskin to be looked at and possibly repaired. My brother is quite the master when it comes to the arcane arts. I'm sure he will be able to do something with it.
I might have a use for it at some point, and would like to request its presence at some point.
Ah, quite the powerful item there. We'll see where it lands.
All right. So, am I expecting anyone with this visitor? Is there going to be any attack?
I would be well prepared for it, but hopefully not, as you have no affiliation with us whatsoever. There shouldn't be any eyes on you, now should there? If you've done your job right.
Nobody saw me. Nobody ever sees me. And I turn around
I
and
beg
walk
to
out.
differ. And he kind of gives you like this, not really bow, but kind of, a saunter, as
Gives
you
you a
walk
curtsy?
out. Yeah,
Like
I
kind
do
of more
the-
of
I-
you're good to go now.
Yeah.
I do the spin thing, and
He just kind of chuckles a little bit, and he's, "Oh, one of these days I'll show you how to do that."
I am actually looking forward to that. And I bust out the door. Who's taking
Pop
me
into the
home?
door. Oh, gotta open that.
The ship takes you back. It takes you the better part of about 3 hours to walk your way down there, have this meeting, and make your way back up.
As we're rowing back across, I look to one of the humans, and I say, we could have just. Anyway, this took a very long time. Can you roll any faster, please?
They just kind of look at you.
Can I get? Is there another row? Can I
They row
help
slower.
with this?
He steps away from the rows.
I actually
Points
take
at
it
it.
up and I start really fucking chugging.
To row in as much as you can. Alright.
I'm kind of pissed.
So, were you wanting to continue on looking for this guy?
I relayed the info to them of what I'm doing.
Okay. The rest of your guys' search, uneventful. You're not able to find anything, pick anything up.
Got a 22, motherfucker!
Well,
You make
wanna
your way
head back to the tavern for a little bit, make
To
sure
the
everything's
fields
okay
ward?
there.
Yeah.
I thought it was the tradesman.
Sorry, tradeward. Oh,
Keep it
you're looking
keep
for
our
the
search
God
neat
Catcher.
and organized. We're done with our
yes.
search. We'll wait for
This
everybody to get
is
back.
actually a very familiar name to you. The God Catcher is one of the walking statues that used to protect Waterdeep, and during the Spell Plague came to life and went crazy, rampaging through the town. The story behind the God Catcher is as this thing was making its way north towards the castle ward, a very powerful caster, apparently the Black Staff at the time, turned the earth to mud and sand beneath its feet, and the God Catcher sank into the earth. And as it slowly, stopped moving, it was reaching towards the heavens.
Side note: does this happen in the book?
What book?
Is this official content? Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, just making sure.
You are heading towards the direction of this just giant statue that, it's the human male reaching up towards the stars. His hand is opened, and there's this floating ball, this large, 30-foot diameter, probably even a little bit bigger,
Just
because it's
sugar
so
and
high up. No doors or entryways or anything like that. It's just this floating ball above his hand, about 15 feet above his hand. Over the years, they have built structures and made apartments and walkways that kind of circle up and are either inside the God Catcher or built around and outside the God Catcher. You were given the address of Godfrey, and he lives actually in the base of the chest of
I
the
see.
God
I
Catcher.
see you.
Go to the base to see him.
So you go and you give a knock, and you hear some rustling and some moving, and then the God Catcher is a large statue, but all of these apartments, they're very small. They're generally about 1,000 square foot is kind of like your apartment that you have in here. They're stuffed in here. And you finally hear like a bunch of padlocks.
before
and
it
slide
opens, I'm, like,
locks and
down
those
on a
kind of
knee.
stuff. And then the door kind of opens really fastly and catches on one of the like chain
chain.
locks that's still there. What is it? What do you want?
I'm seeking the Godcatcher.
Kind of the eyeballs kind of look up. Yes, this statue is the Godcatcher.
I was sent by Avelina.
Come on.
I know Avelina. Yes, a priestess of Mistra.
Yes,
What do you want?
she sent me here in hopes of finding a master to become apprentice, to seek the ways of where my magic
You
comes.
see him, like, kind of look you up now. Get off the ground. Stand up. Let me see.
I stand up.
Like one eye's kind of bugging out a little more than the others, and he kind of very well. The chain lock finishes. He opens up the door. You see a room. Definitely, this guy's if he's not, he knows a powerful caster, as there is some sort of extra dimensional space magic going on with this room. As you open up the door, you see that he's got like this huge fucking room in what should be a tiny small space.
Oh shit.
I'm
And
thinking closer to like 600,
So-
like 3 to 600 square feet. Because 1,000 is actually pretty big.
I mean, it's decent size, but they're small in comparison to
Yeah.
like the houses.
You
that
know
would
when they
find.
go to the Quidditch match and they have a tent and they walk in, it's a giant like
We
room.
get that.
Oh no, yeah. He gets that. He was just talking about the general square
We're talking
footage.
about
when he said-
actual-
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, this is like 1,200. So.
We're talking about usable square footage in your property.
What
at
did the
home,
door
okay?
catch on?
Huh?
What did the
No,
door
the
catch?
latch.
There was a latch. There was
Oh,
one
okay.
last latch
Chain
that he
latch.
kept on there.
I
Yeah.
thought it was so messy in there. I
God
just started
damn it.
laughing. I love the personality of this guy.
Well, you do walk in and see that it's terribly messy.
Yes.
There's books stacked everywhere, paper scrolls, and books are stacked like 3 stories high.
Jesus.
Like they're fucking just.
I like go to
towering.
touch one. I'm
Don't
like,
touch it!
Sorry.
Now, come with me. And he kind of like slowly hobbles down a hallway and leads you into a room. There's a large magic circle in the center. You've seen these before. They're used for general high-level magics of teleportation and movement, that kind of stuff. You do see that there's some, random like kind of stone dummies placed around, and just a few like random gadgets and things here and there. And he kind of points out to the room and says, well, "Show me what you can do."
Okay.
Sick.
I immediately look for one of like the dummies, and I look at one of the dummies and I cast
Just because they're
Witch
not
Bolt
smart
on it.
doesn't mean you
Okay.
have to call them dummies. Okay.
Is it immediate? Do I roll for it or?
Yeah, roll to attack.
Oh my god! Guess what just happened?
1.
Yes.
Do you have to roll
That's
to attack
perfect.
on that spell?
I think let's roll to hit.
Yeah, I know, but he might not even have to
No,
do that.
read
with
the
that
spell. Read
Yeah,
the
read the spell.
Read
beam
the
of crackling
goddamn
blue-
spell.
Make a ranged spell attack.
Okay, yeah.
against
So
a
you
creature.
go to cast it off, and there's this.
What about the thing?
And it just like it hits the wall and then like simmers away. He's like,
Duration.
well, at least
Yeah,
you
I
can
know.
cast it.
Well, the thing is I think I have to re-roll again for that to happen, as well as Spencer does have one against me locked and loaded.
You should definitely. That needs to happen. If it can happen, it needs to happen.
Didn't happen.
Okay.
I mean, Spencer has a choice whenever he wants to let it happen.
Yeah.
sure.
So is that all you're doing? You're just doing one more
No,
spell?
after that, I
Make sure you
form-
mark off your spells too.
Yes.
Just in case.
Uh,
Maybe the day might end and but you never know.
So after that, I'm like, no, that's not all I can do. I like form a chromatic orb of lightning, just like a little ball of lightning in my hands, and I throw it at the dummy. Oh my god, that's going to be an 11.
Okay, that hits. It's a little off mark, definitely not center mass or anything. You kind of hit like the lower thigh. And you see him, kind of shake his head a little bit. Name could use some work.
I just had it. Okay.
I think that's almost like perfect to
After-
walk into, like not being perfect. And he's like,
After that, I'm
Could-
going
I could really
to.
fix this.
I walk over to about. I grab one dummy and I set it next to another, and I place 2 in front of me, 1 behind me, and I'm like, cover your ears. And I slap my hands together and do a thunderclap.
He definitely didn't have enough time to get his old fragile hands up, so he's like kind of like going up and well done.
Well, you can't miss with that one.
And
I mean, that would have been really great, actually.
So as you do your thunder clap, that's what you cast, right? Thunder clap? Yeah, so you do your
Booty clap.
and this kind of ring of force shoots out from around you. The 2 dummies kind of go flying off to the side. And then as you're kind of like, you know, your spell's ending and you're kind of bringing in the sights, a glow kind of catches your eye, and you look back down, and you see as this small little tiny bead of fire sits right in front of you, and it suddenly goes and blasts, and you cast Fireball centered on yourself.
oh shit! That's one of the things.
Yes!
Perfect.
Well
I'm
done.
glad that at
That
least
is
something
exactly what
bad
needed to
happened while he was there. So
Isn't that what happened when you guys are in the middle of a fight?
Oh god.
So I need you to make a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage.
Well, then-
Disadvantage.
I'm guessing
Dexterity
he's got an
saving
understanding
throw.
of things like this.
Whoa, my god, I have to be. Oh god, so 10.
What's your spell save?
My spell save.
First page.
Yes, 14.
Okay, so you do not make the save.
Sick.
And
Is that like 1d8 or something? A fireball, I'm pretty sure, is 1d8. Unless it was like casted at like fucking their 2nd level or something. Jesus Christ.
Fireball cast at level 9.
I don't know if I'm capable of that.
I mean, you're not.
I'm not, but my magic is.
so I'll let you know that Fireball is a 3rd level spell.
Oh,
it does
fuck.
8d6 points of fire damage.
Oh,
you
fuck.
take 32 points of fire
I
damage.
passed the fuck out.
Holy
How much?
shit.
32.
Yes! I pass out.
Bam! And he's like, oh.
So at the very
Bam!
least, he's gonna realize, holy shit, I need to rein this guy in because he's a fucking menace.
I just like the idea of like you didn't have time to put his hands up. Just like,
And then he watches.
And then he watches him blow up.
As his long beard, the hair out of his ears, and his robes all go. So you come to consciousness.
Okay, do I come back?
About a
to-
half hour later, you are at 1 hit point, and you are disrobed.
Oh god.
You still have like pants and stuff like that on,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you're laying on a table, and you see Godfrey like looking over you, like inspecting your skin, like looking all over you. You're kind of like coming up from fucking shockwave, and he holds up one of your arms, and he shows you this marking on your skin that you've seen before. Before it was just kind of like this blotch, and it still looks just like this blotch on your arm. But he's kind of looking at it really intently, and he kind of looks up at you, and he says, "You're spell scarred."
What?
Kind of looks at it.
Spell scarred.
so like Asgard for spells.
Did you not know?
No, I was unaware.
Well, it seems you do not have full control of your magic. Do you know where it came from?
Mom.
You are obviously not a wizard, one that trains and studies in the arts, as I.
No, this power was
Trying to study the art of your law.
cast upon me, I guess. And one day I was able to just be like,
Well, you are much too young to have been affected by the original cause, but you are familiar with the spell plague.
yes,
plague.
I'm familiar with the spell plague.
The spell plague changed magic for the entire world, changed the world itself, reshaped it, brought places that had gone missing back, took places away, brought illness and disease.
I'm
Some of
aware
the
of
spell plague still lingers. You have been touched by it.
We're going home together tonight.
When your blast went off, your
Yes,
you
scar
started
was
it.
glowing blue.
Really? What does this mean? Do I just...
That is where your magic came from. It means nothing other than your magic is chaotic. Evil and must be
Tamed?
studied and tamed.
Will you help me?
You must work very hard. I can teach you a few things, possibly guide you in your ways. But I am much too old nowadays to take on a full apprentice. I do not have it in me.
Please, please,
Part-time
please,
apprentice.
please. I like it. I like
I
get up.
will-
I'm like, please, please.
Get off the ground.
I'm not on the ground. I like get up.
I will help you, as I said, but I will not take you on as an apprentice.
You
but
must.
I can teach you a few things.
But you must. Avelina sent me over here because she said a good friend of hers could take me as an apprentice.
I have not spoken with Avelina in many years. I have not left my home in many years. Roll persuasion check.
My wiener hasn't felt this way in at least 30 years.
I will help you, but I will not take on any apprentice, you or any other, no matter how skilled or how
You're not there. You
destructive they
can't
may
help
be.
him. Stop.
But feel free to come by, maybe once or twice a 10-day, and I will teach you what I can.
For now,
Did you
I
like pink
appreciate your help.
And I think you should rest for a while.
Do I just like sleep here?
I'd rather you not.
I like grab my clothes, like, put them on. I'm like, well, old man, maybe one day I'll change your mind.
Maybe
So-
one day I'll die.
Well, hopefully before then, we can have a few drinks and share some memories. Until then, I'll see you in a few 10 days.
Well met.
I walk out.
You hear like the thousands of walks. People walk back up on his
I like literally like as I'm walking, like fixing my coat, like and counting my steps, like to perfectly exit as he does the last time.
All right, so you guys make it back. You had your nights of searching through the North Ward, found nothing, unfortunately. You make it back to the tavern. You guys are all back at the tavern. There's still business, not as big a party as last night. Sawmill confirms with you that he's put the word out. He'll let you know what he finds.
That dude's name was it was shit. It was Godfrey, right?
Godfrey.
Gilbert Godfrey.
The God Catcher is the statue.
Right.
Talks like
Yeah.
this. Oh.
So you guys are all back at the tavern now.
Well, I mean, I'm at 1 HP, right?
Yeah, but you're back at the tavern.
Okay.
I go down.
So I'm at the bar. Do I watch him come in?
I mean, you guys would probably see him unless you're trying to be hidden going inside.
No, I just walk in.
Yeah, so he walks in.
Do I walk in after him?
You guys are all there.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey,
Hey,
can somebody
You want to have a beer?
heal me?
In a moment.
I'm pretty weak right now.
I mean, we're home. I mean, I can, yeah, I guess.
What's up?
I
Look up
really
this
have
spell.
to go downstairs to my room and masturbate right now.
You got a book over there, dude?
Let me just look through the book in my mind.
Thank you. And I walk very like awkwardly down the stairs.
I'm gonna like, I'm
Sit and
gonna
drink,
poke you in the forehead.
thinking to myself,
I'd be like,
that's not something that he would
curious.
say.
That's great.
Take
Let's
another
get this
drink.
going. I'm hurting right now.
Should I be concerned?
So you go downstairs, right?
I let it.
Okay, thank you.
You like that?
That's good. I caught it just barely, like.
I wanted to say it loud enough for the other two to hear, but sadly they were.
Where are the
I
others?
was busy.
Where are the others?
You missed Nonami admitting to needing to go downstairs to masturbate.
Okay.
And I'm sitting there drinking, like questioning, like
Questioning life.
would he really?
He's been really
tell me
honest
that?
recently. Is
Yeah,
he being
yeah.
honest with me now?
Hey, Evan, how's your back feeling?
You're not there.
Yeah, I am.
We're all here.
We're on town. I thought you guys left.
No, he went. He
I
did.
went downstairs.
I mean, it's there.
My back is still there.
I walk up.
I still have a
I walk and I'm like,
Oh,
"How's the beer?"
it hurts.
Here, it looks
It hurts real
looks,
bad.
It looks like that's healing real slow. Let me see if I can do something about that. And I'm like, poke him right in the wound. I'm like, time more cures thee.
Jesus.
All right, for sure.
That-
Well, you don't have any missing HP, but it does help internally. You instantly feel this kind of warmth, kind of
Oh,
after the searing pain. You feel some warmth. You
that wasn't exactly what I was. But better. Thank you.
So you walk downstairs, and Skarg's down there, going through some stuff, and he kind of turns around as you come down the stairs. And, there's some small fella tied up. I just kicked him and put him in the corner. and then he walks past you.
That's pretty much what you're supposed to
And
do.
that's-
Thank you.
That's why we hired him.
That's my favorite employee.
I walk past completely unfazed to spy this guy.
Back in your room,
I love
Thank you.
Scar.
you see this small, I believe, halfling. Let me see here. Yeah, a small halfling, and he's bound, but not bound by ropes. He's bound by steel bars that are like wrapped around him like a cage, kind of holding him. He is gagged, he is blindfolded, and he is just like sitting in the corner, just like looks like done.
Yeah.
He's given up.
I pick him up by one of the bars and kind of shake him a little bit to see how sturdy it is.
It's fucking strong.
Yeah. Huh. Well, that answers several of my questions. I not gently set him back down.
He's like,
So you just drop
He gives
him.
a little harump as he like hits the ground. And, definitely hears some curse words or something that he mutters through the gag. Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
it still daytime right now?
It'd be late afternoon.
Late afternoon?
it's
Yeah.
like sunset.
Yeah. Because it takes generally the full day for you guys to search a ward. You have searched the Sea Ward and the North Ward.
Right. I was gonna say if I have enough time, I wanted to see if I could catch Priestess Avelina real quick to talk to her for like 5 minutes.
Go back towards.
Yeah.
Probably by the time you get there, it would
Maybe.
probably be too dark.
Yeah.
That'd be
I just
after.
estimate that time I had. And I'll just. I'm
Yeah.
like, I'll go in the morning.
Yeah. So go sleep. Wake up.
Yep.
Is it like a suit or something, or is it just literal like bars were taken and then bent around?
You're not really sure. It doesn't seem like something that was just taken and turned. There is this like strange, like metal, almost like a what's that suit called? That like,
Straight jacket?
Yeah, almost like a metal straitjacket that looks like something that could not be crafted. Is put around him, holding him in place.
In a sense, it was formed around him.
Yeah,
How
in a
about-
sense.
Probably someone really strong who could bend metal.
How about the gag? How's the gag on him?
It's just
Probably
like a regular heavy
rag.
leather gag.
Or something.
Okay. How comfortable do you want to make this stay?
You say that to him. It's kind of.
That's what I thought.
Don't take off the game.
I will feed you. But if you make a single noise other than the sound of your lips smacking each other, I will make the rest of your stay a nightmare. You will wish that I would kill you by the end of it.
Roll an intimidation with advantage because he's already bound and gagged and blindfolded.
Yeah, he can't see you.
14, so 15. What is this?
Intimidation.
18.
Yeah.
You see him just kind of like he sits himself upright. You see the shoulders drop a little bit. Just sits there.
I go upstairs, I grab him. Not much. I give him enough, because I don't want him to die, but I want to take care of him just enough that he gets through my stay without having...
Yeah, you give him scraps.
So did you finish?
No, I'm actually going to go back downstairs and eat while I do it.
No, that's weird.
I know.
Hey, Nonami, where you
I don't
been?
question it.
I really need that door downstairs, you guys.
Do you want me to come down and map
let
it
me
out
just-
for you?
let me
I'm
just
a
cast
growing
door.
teen. I really need my space and my privacy.
I can come down there right now and map it out for you.
He needs to masturbate, okay?
I know, that's what I'm saying. If you want, I'll go down there. I'll lock
Are you
the door.
offering to come down into my lair where I masturbate?
Yeah.
Is there a door on? Is
Are
there
you
a
gonna
door
help
in
me
my room?
I'll make a door for you.
Are you going to help me
Cellar's just one
masturbate?
open
I'm
area.
gonna
Make
go
a
up.
door
The
for
city
you.
at the
Right,
bar.
but
where
why would
yelling
you
as
wanna
he's
be-
cutting the
I'm gonna
kitchen.
go up while they're talking. I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna rip
No.
my door off the hinge.
Roll a strength check.
Oh my god!
Oh no.
It's 7.
So as you guys are talking, you're like 2 steps back down the cellar,
Yeah.
and you're like talking back and forth to him.
Yeah.
You guys suddenly hear this like, as like hinges extend and bend and then burst as he rips the door off of the
I'm
wood.
plastered at this point.
Yeah.
I come downstairs. I got your door.
See, we got you a door.
In one hand I've got the food, and the other I go. Thanks.
Can't-
And I just
can't
kind of
get
like
the door.
drag the door down the stairs.
Hey,
Here you go.
Wait, you need somebody to mount the door up for you.
I don't understand why you want to come down to my masturbatory lair, but you're not gonna help me. You just want to make.
I have a mage hand to help you if you want.
No, we're gonna help
I've
with
got-
the
He
door.
just wants
Wait,
to look
are
at
you-
your playgirl.
He's offering to use his mage hand on my
Only you
schlong.
got that.
Let's move on. I'm gonna go downstairs and go to sleep because I've got a lot
He'll
of training.
hold the lube for you.
I've got a lot of training I need to do.
Training.
And y'all motherfuckers are
I give you a
loud.
door.
Silver
Thank
Feeder's
you.
back?
Yeah, yeah. He told you that like he sent word out.
Oh, he already.
yeah, yeah. So he'll let
Does
you know
the door
when he
match the doorway like at all?
finds- Not at all.
I still put it up. I still put it up.
I just imagine like an angled like door,
It's,
just like
sitting on the
sitting
side.
It's like wedged in.
It's just kinda. Yeah. All right. All right. Cool.
And I then gag him.
I sleep
Okay.
buck naked. I just don't care if
And
anybody sees.
I say, I've got a few meats here, so here you go. And I just shove some food in his mouth, kind of like unceremoniously, just until he's got enough to chew,
Yeah, yeah.
and then
So
once,
you baby feed him for a
Baby.
few minutes,
Yeah.
and then
Give him a
the
little
shove
bit of
it
water.
Tucky leg in there.
and I say, "What's your name?"
Let me find out.
Scanlan.
No.
Short help.
Bilbo Baggins.
Needed you.
Little Swaggins.
Name's Ott.
Ott. OTT.
Ott Steel Toes.
I'm gonna check his toes.
Toe check. Ping.
wait. You're still.
Before I
asleep,
have
right?
to
Are you
undress
awake?
you to find out whether or not your toes are steel, are they actually steel?
How late is it?
It's pretty late.
It could. You never know with a name.
I just ripped the door off, gave it to him, and I'm like, I'm going to bed.
I'm
It's,
just
it's like
still-
10:30, 11
I'm
o'clock
still
at night.
drinking.
Are you still
at
drinking?
the bar?
Okay, I like roll up to you and I'm just like, hey, wouldn't it be funny if we walked in unnoticed while he's, and then I just threw a ray of frost at him mid fucking go.
Would you do that to yourself?
What? What are you talking
Man, that
about?
would hurt, man.
Dude, it would
I would
be-
not want that.
It'd just be hilarious.
Oh,
Dude,
God.
come on. I persuasion roll.
Sure. I mean, in all honesty, rolls against other players.
Fuck!
You kind of have to actually persuade them. But if you want to go by
Oh,
rolls,
okay. All right. If it's sexual persuasion, dude, come on, it'd be hilarious.
Okay, you go first. I'll be right behind you.
You
Okay?
come with me?
Yeah,
You come
yeah,
with me.
yeah.
All right, come on.
Okay. Okay, you
Wait.
go
No,
on.
come on. You gotta come with me. Come
Okay,
on.
okay,
You gotta
okay.
follow me. Come on. I like grab his wrist. I'm like, come on.
Before they get down there, because I would have had just a few seconds.
you'd hear them. You'd hear them come
Yeah,
down.
obviously.
But come on.
Come on. And like, as soon as I get down, I'm just like, boom, and kick his wrist.
First.
And just ray of
First.
frost.
First, I say we've got some company. I'm gonna need to continue this later, and I just unceremoniously wrap it back around his mouth, and then I snap my fingers, and the entire room is full of darkness.
Okay.
And then I move the guy
Okay.
into another corner,
Okay.
put him into like a box essentially. And
Probably like barrels and boxes
barrels
and stuff. Yeah.
Put him into a barrel, sit on top of the barrel up in the corner of the room, and just wait.
Okay. So you come storming down, not storming, but you come downstairs. You're drunk, so you're making noise.
I mean, I would try to be stealthy.
You're drunk, so you're
Okay.
making noise. And there's two of you going down, and you start stumbling down. You do see this like strange kind of like quarter globe of darkness that's like kind of sticking out of the wall a little bit because the room's so small that they're a little. They're
Well, I mean,
a little bit
I
overhead.
turn
it
back-
goes around everything.
Yeah.
It just takes up.
If I see
It would
that,
completely engulf this
Yeah.
small room and more. So
Yeah,
there's a
exactly.
little bit of overhang.
if
Yeah.
I see that, I turn back and I'm like, he must like to do it in the dark.
Probably.
You would know that my bed is up against the wall, right across from the doorway,
Okay.
or my chair. Actually,
I'm going to assume he's to the left, and I'm gonna Ray of Frost to the left.
Okay, so you
I'm
go
gonna
in.
kick the door in.
Roll strength check.
But can he see the door? Because it's probably
No,
in
he'd be able to see the
dark.
door.
16.
Okay. So you go and you kick the door, and expecting the door to like burst in when you normally kick a door, and it doesn't really burst in because it's not on hinges or anything. It just kind of like and like slides and falls, and then you come through and you shoot your ray of frost off. You don't even have to roll. You shoot into a wall.
No. I wasn't doing that.
Oh,
I
okay.
was
After
doing
the
the
one.
other thing.
Yeah. You shoot into a wall.
Well, you may have gotten away this time,
You're listening to this.
I don't
but
respond.
next time, you won't be so lucky. And I like turn around and just like throw my beer back.
I catch it midair.
And then as he's walking away, a naked woman comes screaming out with holding her boobies, ah! And runs out the door.
She scares the
With
shit.
what?
She scares the
I don't
crap
know, I
out of me, and I'm
disguised
just
myself. That's-
I Ray of Frost the women.
Do you disguise yourself
Yes.
to do that?
yes.
Okay. Ray of Frost.
I Ray of
roll
Frost
attack
the
with
woman.
disadvantage.
13, so that's a 19.
That hits.
Is that concentration?
What?
Disguise self, right? Is that what
I
you're
mean, I'm
doing?
assuming, but I'm just gonna drop it.
Okay, yeah. So well,
3 points of cold damage.
you will drop it on purpose when you get hit?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So you like freeze. You shoot this naked lady as she's running out, and it's turns out to be Nonami.
Oh my god, man! Put some clothes on!
I'm not naked.
Oh, I thought you were still naked.
But anyway, thank you so much. You saved me from the evil Dick Sorcerer. You have to go upstairs and catch him on his way out. Go, quickly!
I just look at him like, what?
I walk back into my room, put the door up back where I had it,
Anyway,
and go to sleep.
I'm gonna go to bed.
and
I just go
I
to
think
bed.
that's probably a good idea.
I'm already naked in bed.
there's no door now.
Yeah. So, all right, you guys all wake up, coming to find that having a tavern that's now open and have running booze, waking up with a bigger and bigger hangover each morning.
Is probably not a good idea.
Yeah. So you guys kind of start to get yourself going, even a little slower this time. There's two
Jeff?
things.
Make the greasiest thing that you can make.
Scarred fucking cooks you up a bountiful feast. So there's two things that kind of happen earlier in the morning. The first, both are you guys get visitors. The first one is you see a human male come walking in. He's kind of got some scruff around his face, look like he 5 o'clock shadow kind of thing. He's got black, graying kind of hair. He's wearing these dark black and brown kind of robes. And he walks in and he's kind of just like looks at all you guys, and he just goes around and he starts just like looking at things and like looking under tables and just
Oh
looking
my
around.
god, it's the inspector.
Did you say that?
Yes.
Kind of just turns and looks at you, and like gives you this like weird like cocked eyebrow, and then goes back to like looking at things. You see him, he holds a hand out, and you see this kind of like little like flash, and all of a sudden there's this like pipe in his hand, and he's like starts
Can
smoking
I help
on his
you?
pipe.
Can I help you?
You're the owners.
Yes.
Yes.
Not him.
Yes.
I'm a friend of Berhart's. He told me you guys had some problems here. Name's Elzeron. I'm a PI, I guess. kind of look into things here and there. Was part of the city guard a long time ago, but now I kind of just do my own thing.
Bearheart had a coherent enough thought to tell you that we needed help.
Surprising, right?
Indeed.
What did he tell you we needed help with?
Said there was some explosion.
Oh, the explosion.
Tavern got shut down.
Yeah.
Looks like it's up and running now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there was
It's been a few days.
down the street. There was a fireball casted amongst citizens and others.
Let's do this. What? We tell him what happens. What happened if we're actually going to have him help us, that is.
What do you know about Nims?
I'm familiar with them, seen them around before. Any friend of Bearheart's is a friend of mine. He doesn't have very many friends.
Well, I'm Avendar.
Wants some help, he kind of slowly puts a hand out, and I can offer my time. He is a friend. You are friends of a friend.
That must make us all friends.
Well,
And friends
My thoughts exactly.
get beer and drink. Or
can,
beer and
can we at least offer you breakfast?
breakfast and beer. That's what I was going for.
I will take an ale, sure.
A nice B&B.
It smells delicious, why not? Kind of comes and takes a seat with you guys. And he just kind of starts hanging out with you guys for a little bit. His full name is Elzeron Rune Dragon. He is a wizard of sorts. He is trained in the arts and has spent the last probably 10, 15 years as a PI, a private investigator in Waterdeep, where he gets hired by random people to search into things.
Wait. Name again?
Elzeron, Elzaron, Rune Dragon, Rune Dragon.
How do you spell dragon?
Dragon. Like that. Yeah. So he's more than willing to, spend a little time and help you guys look into this. If you guys tell your side of the story with the Nim, he's like, yeah, I've got nothing to do for a little while. I can help you out.
I relay all the information I know.
Okay. The second guest that you guys get is the Blackstaff herself, Vajra Safar, enters into your tavern. You actually see as the door opens, and then a few feet behind the door is her walking in, and she's carrying her, the Blackstaff. And she comes in, and I heard you were new owners of a
Bakara
tavern.
Safari! How are you today? Taimora bless this day.
Vajra.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, that's
I'm not the smartest cookie in the bunch, you know.
Seems this tavern's ale has gotten to you quite fast.
I mean, we've spent the last 3 days since the grand opening pretty much just partying. It's been a good time here.
I would assume. Well, I came to congratulate all of you, actually. You have done some good work for me in the city of Waterdeep, and I am here to give you an open invitation into the Grey Hands. It is a intermediate stage before actually entering Force Grey, if you wish.
Yes.
I'm sure you are all familiar with this group.
Of
Yes.
course.
As we have worked with them by your behest.
I don't think you've worked with any members of Force Grey.
I thought we worked. Oh, it was
No.
in their stead or something like that, wasn't it?
Like Force Grey is like random adventurers that are super powerful
Yeah.
that get hired on by the city to like complete these really dangerous tasks.
Didn't earlier in this session you say that the captain dude was talking about how we had some connection with that group in the first place?
The captain dude, Barnabas.
Barnabas, yeah.
He's a member. He's a sergeant of the City Watch. He
Yeah,
made
but-
note of it earlier. Yeah, that
Exactly.
you have connection with the Grey Hands,
There we go.
but
okay,
not that
that's
you
what-
were a member of the Grey Hands. Yeah. So she's giving you an official entrance into the Grey Hands if you would like.
Yeah.
Yes.
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 Please.
That is glad to hear that. I do have a favor to ask of you then, as your
course.
first official mission as members of the Grey Hands.
Yes.
There is a colleague of mine, an old friend, and he has been acting rather strange of late. His name is Maloon Wardragon. He is human, blonde hair, short blonde hair, a little scruffy. very kind and friendly, but as of the past few 10 days, he has been a little off. I fear something is wrong. I would like you to keep an eye on him for the next 10 days. Let me know what you see.
Where can we find him?
He's been spending a lot of time at the Yawning Portal as of late.
Okay. We're familiar.
I'm sure you will easily be able to find him or get word of him there.
Alright.
Well, we will happily accomplish this quest as quickly as we can. Skarg, can you get the woman a fantastic breakfast?
Oh, no, thank you. I appreciate the offer, and thank you for taking on this. Congratulations again for your tavern and your new entrance into the very hands.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I wish you a good day. She kind of very abruptly turns and walks out.
Were the doors held open for her, or
But it opens again like 4 feet in front of her, and she just like kind of walks out, no problem. So I say we call it there for tonight.
Yeah.
You guys now you've got your Nim that you still need to search for. You've searched the Sea Ward and the North Ward, so you're still looking for him.
Yeah.
You've got quite a few things going on, so there's some missions and stuff. If you want to go and talk with more people from the Order of the Gauntlet that you're kind of searching into, or there was the monk on the top of the hill that had also asked you about Ilmatir. If you ever want to go and talk to either of those two to get some stuff, there's probably some more info and quest lines that you guys can get there. As far as the kind of full quest goes, actually, let me just do this first. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Oh!
Both